Well, good morning, good afternoon, folks. We are going to bring you the speech of President Weah while we get set up in the back here for today's edition. Yes, you are not tripping. Don't be worried. This is SKTV. Welcome to today's edition. We'll be right back here to join you guys. But in the meantime, let's share the show. Let's invite other people as we play this video of our president, President George Weah. Let's listen to this speech, please, and please. Here, let's see. We will be right back.
Distinguished partisans, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, first-time voters, today in our national struggle, we are 18 years old. May 30th, 2005, and today, 2003, we are 18 years old in our struggle. And many of us went to the front line for our people. Some of us did not come back. For those that did not come back, there are no more. Observe a moment of silence for all of the young people that follow the struggle while trying to take the leadership of this country. They could have been here today. They are no more. Let us observe moment in silence for all of them. Thank you. May your soul rest in peace, and the light perpetual shine upon their souls. This is the struggle. First time voter is your people's struggle. 18 years ago, the brothers, they gave us a mandate. And this mandate, we had to go recruit young people around and across the country. We walked to a playing field. We saw the little boy, Thomas' father, selling plank. We brought Thomas' father on board. And Thomas' father became your representative here in District 5. Today, the young man we took from the playing field introduced the sons of this community, Honorable Vay, to represent you. The same mandate that was given to Thomas Falad, and you voted overwhelmingly. I want you to give that same victory to Mr. Vay, Honorable Vay. It's important for us. I want you to give that same to Sir Joseph. And I want you to do the same for George Weah. Fellow citizens, first-time voters, you listen to me. I started my speech by recognizing the young man that I took from the playing field. If Thomas Farah can be transformed through my guardians, so many of you can do the same. This is what we made of. The Jeff Koji, the Molu that came from refugee camp, the Jeff Koji that we brought on board, all of the young people today, they are leaders of your country. You can do the same. I came on board when your parents brought me. I remember in 2004 and 5, when parents were telling the children not to come back because people told them that they were finally be a footballer that know nothing. They say, I know nothing, but I've done something. The man that they claim that know nothing is the man today that giving you a better future. Distinguished fourth-time voters, ladies and gentlemen, this is our time. This is our movement. We are in the 21st century. In other countries, you don't have free education. What we have here today is for our children to go to school. So tomorrow, what happened to us? When they say that we don't have experience, we are not educated, so it can happen to you. During our time, it was difficult to go to school. And that's why today, we pass through the rubbles of life, from ghettos to ghettos. Today, we are representing you. What happened to us, we don't want to happen to you. And this is why today you can have free wires fee, you can have free school fees. First-time voters, I want to say to you, you are doing the right thing. You are doing the right thing to support this government. Everything that's poor in this country, they spoil it. So they are not coming to rescue anything. If I stay here and catalog all of the deficits, will not live here. When we came here, the economy was 29%. Today is 9%. We came here, you never have so many hospitals. Today, George Weah that know nothing, build more hospitals than any president in this country. The George Weah that know nothing, but he know how to construct the road, to pave roads in your community. The George Weah that know nothing, he know how to delete the huts from the villages and put building for people to live a better life. I'm not here to bore you with a speech. I said to you before, you would not know me for the eloquence of my speeches. You would know me for the work I would do. When I came to you in 2005, I told you that I want to build your institution. I want to give you free education. I want to connect your country to our neighboring country. And this is why today, all of the legal road, we are fixing them. And we are 95%, some are 85%, some are 97%. And someone tell you, yes, in 12 years, we did not do much. But in 5 years, you have done more, but still taking from there. It's injustice to true democracy and development. I will say to you, first-time voters, I live in Riyadh. Just the other day, I said Riyadh look like Miami. But you see, those that never lived in Miami before will say otherwise. I live in Miami, I live in Fort Lauderdale. And everywhere, when I used to go pick up my kids to school, everywhere in Miami, in our community, Fort Lauderdale is paved. And today, when we came, when I was there 12 years, Riyadh was never paved. All the roads were muddy. The only thing we know about that road that all the old cars that used to park. Today, around Riyadh, and even in front of their homes, it's paved. So, if Miami, everywhere in the community is paved, and in Riyadh, everywhere in the community is paved, don't you think I can compare with Miami? Yes, I can. Ladies and gentlemen, Liberia belongs to all of us. Today, our government promotes true democracy. You have press freedom today. It's unprecedented. What the press can speak, they can write, we're all going to jail. Today, you have no political prisoner. Your parents know everything you said about government, they will go to jail. Today, the press can interact with us, they have their own opinion. This government is the right government. People that stayed 12 years and they have done nothing, and we stayed 5 years, even the executive mansion got burned for 60 years. They could not fix the executive mansion. I came in less than 4 years. I rebuilt the executive mansion because I knew that the mansion represents the country. It's the same mansion they're asking you to take out so they can go there. My friends and family, all they can say to you, they will continue to criticize this government. But if you ask them, everything that you say that George will have done, and you say that is nothing, if you come, what are you coming to do? If you're not coming to build roads, if you're not coming to get free education, if you're not coming to increase salary, if you're not coming to build hospitals, then what are you coming to do? Tell me. What are you coming to do? What are you coming to do? You see, let me say something to you. And I beg your pardon, our parents there, you please forgive me. I want to say something. Our elders, forgive me, please. Because there are people going around, they're castigating people, they lie and they say anything to you. These people are not developed. How can someone stay 40 years in government? He can't even obtain one vehicle for himself. If the man is not developed, how can the man develop you? You see, I want to say something. You see, our government, we are very honest people and we are kind. Somebody said they come to us, we carry the hospital. Somebody don't have vehicles, they come to us, we buy it. But why they can't tell you when we buy them those things and they tell you, say, we are corrupt. But when they take the gift, they don't tell you, say, that corruption. You understand? The vehicles that Bwaka riding today, I gave it to him. But he did not say. But he's telling you, I'm corrupt. But I gave him 2 cars. He said that corruption. He tell the car down, now he said I'm corrupt. So when you take the money from the game with 2 cars, because if you say I'm corrupt because I gave you a gift, then you also corrupt. So don't let them fool you. They got nothing. Look, I want to say something here, and it's very serious, young people. Who know Flomo here? Comedian Flomo. You know Flomo? These people spent 12 years in government. They could not even build one room for themselves. Flomo was on the train for coronavirus. Every day we will give Flomo $100 to go and promote the coronavirus to our people. Flomo built 3-bedroom house. They say Austin House. Let me make it simple. He built 3-bedroom Austin House. And people that sat in government for 12 years, they not even get one room. And these are the people that tell you so they can develop you. They say, they're waste of time, people. And I can tell you where we went, all of us. I left Gibraltar, I struggled, I went to Cameroon, I went to Europe, I went to America. Those people that are coming from those places that are coming to say, no, with nothing, with not organized, ask them where they live, where they live. We all live in the same place. But guess what? When it comes to all the surprise, this is how you living? This is how you living? Yeah, I live that way since I become professional soccer player. You understand? Even when I was suffering, when I started, I built the first house in Riyadh. I'm organized. I developed myself. So I can tell you about development. Those people, they have not achieved anything. 60 years, 40 years in government. Mr. Bwaka worked as a LPMC managing director for agriculture. Today you can't do it that, oh, they let me, you know, our agriculture sector will boom for the young children. Don't joke here. We're not joking. 60, 40 years ago, you did not do it. LPMC managing director, you did not bring one petrol in this country. After 40 years, and you come in today that when they put you there, you can bring agriculture sector will boom. And then look, we're not joking here. This is our future. This is our future. We Liberians, young and first-time voter, we are on the path for prosperity. Let us not go back. In this country, where you get more Liberians doing business, where you have even the pageantry children, the girls, the pageantry girls, they're building their own homes. Young children building their businesses and building their home. It never happened before. And they're telling you that you will move the government, they're giving you the opportunity. Don't let them waste your time. The rescue, what are they rescuing? What are they rescuing? Eh? You tell you rescued me, you know what they gave somebody rescue? Eh? And they don't even know why people say rescue to Finabono. Because Finabono there for every young person and an elderly. They have not rescued anybody in their life before. So I come to you today. I come to you, young people. I am your young leader. I'll say to you, you can trust me. Your parents trusted me and they gave me a mandate. You can trust me. You can trust me with your life. I will develop you. On October 10th, we'll be going to the polls. You have to wake up in numbers, young voters, to go and display your franchise to vote. I want to say to you, when you go to the voting center, please be calm, take your time, because I told you before, when the team is busy, when you're beating them 4-0, everything what the referee do, they'll make grammar, because they want to give to any confusion. So everybody can be 40 on the field so they can cancel the game. But those other game here, we'll go peacefully, we'll vote, we'll move from there, and those people that are watching our police boxes will be there to make sure that they give you every vote that you put in that ballot box. I want you to be calm. We are walking in the street of Monrovia, fellow citizens. We were opposition before. The thing we didn't do as an opposition, we calmed the storm in this country. Everything that happened to us from 2005 to 11, we allowed the country to move on. And this country move on. You know, I will say this again. Joseph Boakai, and I want for Joseph Boakai to refute this. In 2011, when we had the elections, there was a little bit of problem. We went to discuss, and Joseph Nyimabwaka promised me that the young people will leave after 2011. The manner asked him, we are going sunset. And I remember my leader was at there, Winston Tubman said, well, how will I go sunset when my son didn't rise? And they all laugh. And they asked me again, I will be leaving because I'm not going to. Are you coming with me? He said, yes. And let me say to Mr. Ambassador, we are again. We will be leaving here, the young people with this country. I wish you all the best. We left the mansion, we walk away to see the same person. What promised us that there's no dispute here. Let's continue. We will go. And the man said he's running again at the age. He's ungrateful. And I want to show to Joseph Walker, even though I'm very kind to him, but he's ungrateful. This time is not his time because he's already promised me. He promised me that they are going sunset and the young generation have to take the lead. For him to be running around in a ring, you understand? He's ungrateful. So I just want to tell you, young people, they will tell you anything because they don't keep their word. I kept my word. I told Madam Salif that in 2005, yes, the election is disputed, but for the country, we will lay back. Most of the people you see today in their parties, those people walked away because they said that I made a wrong decision because they wanted to fight. I said no. When I look at the letter of Jeff Koji, I said if you want to be leader in this country, we cannot break everything down. In 2011, I made a same decision. They took me to the United States and told people that I refuse for the party to move forward. But you see, when you are not in God's plans, you can't force it. Today, we are in God's plans for leadership. And that's why we appreciate God for all He has done for us. I said to you, my birthday will be October 1st. And first time voters, I will come there to vote with you. I want you to reserve my birthday gift. On the 10th, you give my birthday gift. And I want you to vote George Manawia and vote Ericville and Sir Joseph. I want to say to all of you, thank you for the confidence reposing me. I want to say to your parents that understand that you are doing the right thing and this is your time. Because in 2005 and 4, every parents that saw their children running beyond CDC, they put them out. Today, the parents understand that this is the struggle that we were talking about. The struggle to get free education, the struggle to build road, the struggle to build hospital, the struggle to increase salary, the struggle to delete the huts from the villages to put homes. Is this our struggle? And we will continue in the struggle. Amanda! Amanda! Amanda!
Mama, you are muted. Oh, on the Sunday days,
That was the voice of President George Manawia. Bekugbe Fokekon. What other name? What other funny name you got?
I know Jirade.
All the stupid name, I'm not pronouncing it because it doesn't make any sense to me. But that was the voice of the president, President George Weah. All the other stupid name that again making look funny in the town, I'm not interested in it. But George Weah, president of Liberia, that was his voice. Welcome to today's edition. Today is what? Sunday the 13th.
Indeed.
We got our man Milborn here helping us relay the show through FM 96.1. I think he's somewhere on the Dupo Road there, the Dupo Road era?
For now, no come on location here because they minute there or minute there.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah. I
yeah,
forgot I said.
well,
I forgot I said. But anyways,
no,
Melbourne
but
is
actually,
in
I left
studio.
Painsville anyway.
Melbourne is in Pinsville in studio. We want to first of all thank you for joining us today. Welcome to today's edition. Welcome to the show. Thanks to each and every one of you for being here today. We anticipate a very, very good show. You know, at some point the show will get very, very interesting. But let's share the show. Welcome, as always. The Liberian people are the most important people on earth. But most importantly, the Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. Welcome, welcome to those of you following us via the radio. Thank you. Those of you following us via social media, let's share the show. You know, I haven't even shared the show, Melbourne, all the thing we're doing here. But when we get to the part where you will give us update, then maybe I can use that to share the show because today we don't have any musical break. We'll go straight
Mm-hmm.
into the show. But Melbourne, update us really quick. What's going on in Liberia? What's happening? What's up, as we will say? What is the latest? What's happening?
Yeah, thank you, Steve, and thanks to all of our followers, our viewers. For those of you who follow us always burning your data to make sure that you follow SKTV, always knocking on our doors. And Mr. Good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for following the SKTV and to our mom and dads and all way there in Maryland County, some part of Maryland, however they call off from Barbaro or Barbaro. Let me say good evening to all of you there. And if you are also, or maybe someone around the border, also between Liberia, Guinea, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and that Liberia and that Africa coast border, let me say good evening to all of you. Yeah, so Steve, you're correct. Today is the 13th day of August, and for a matter of fact, we're going almost the 7th when it comes to the campaign activities. Since the campaign started August 5th, which was last Saturday. So up to now, Liberians or politicians, those who wanting to take position, we have almost 800 or 1,000 plus Liberians who are participating in these elections. I want to take few positions, but we have only few positions though. So, but we have 1,000 plus Liberians who are participating. Yeah, so Liberia is relatively kind. Today is Sunday, so those who are Christians who worship on Sunday. They were all seen today at the various worship centers, at the various churches, where they go to worship. So yes, so Liberia is moving kind. We are all moving about with our normal activities, and when it comes to Sunday, sometimes the politics a little bit pause because people got to go about with their worship activities, and sometimes some people go about with their family meetings and so forth. So yes, politics. I can safely tell you yourself, maybe for those people who are doing back-to-back campaign, like Jehovah Witness, they want to go from horse to horse. But for now, I'm not really seeing any kind of political gathering so far since this afternoon when came from church. I haven't really seen that. But albeit the weather here in Liberia is good on today, especially here in Monrovia. I don't know other part of Liberia, but right here with us here in Monrovia, the weather is a little bit good. The sun been shining since this morning up to now. The sun stays shining. So Steve and our people out there who are following us, these are the updates from right here in Mama Liberia.
These are the updates from right here in Mama Liberia, the voice of Johnson Mebonkola. Johnson, as he said earlier on, the weather over there is good. So that means we don't expect anybody to put us in a situation that they can't handle because the weather is good. Is that what you are
Indeed.
saying?
Indeed, you are correct.
Yeah, so gentlemen, you put yourself together, you put your lives together. Any attempt to misbehave in the town, you will be held in contempt. That means Mr. Kenny here, Mo Ali, you need to put yourself together. That means all of you who on funny level, you need to put yourself together. Yeah, that's exactly what it means. The weather is good, no need to misbehave. We don't want no misbehavior. Everybody put their life together and you'll get the campaign going. That's exactly what we'll be looking forward to. But folks, welcome. You listen to the president. We'll analyze that speech really, really quick. We will. I know some of you, especially those from the Unity Party, would hate to hear this speech. Some of you from the CPP and other places, opposition, some of you are saying, oh, we don't want to hear that, man. Let me tell you something. In politics, you must be able to listen to people that you don't like to. In fact, people that you're going against, you must listen to what they have to say. Like I said before on the show, I am not a supporter of President George Weah, neither of the CDC, neither of Joseph Yuma Boakai. But I know for a fact that if you give President George Weah the chance to speak to the public, he will say the truth.
Indeed.
Whether you call it he misspoke, or he was on something, or something wrong with him, he will say the truth. This is why they have avoided President George Weah speaking to the media. It's strategic, it's well planned, it's well calculated. You give President George Weah the chance, he will talk exactly what's going on. We have told you on this show that the people have meeting. We told you, and we told you on the show that Joseph Yuma Boakai was aware of the meeting. Joseph Yuma Boakai agreed for the 12 years of President George Weah. We told y'all on the show. Y'all heard it from President George Weah yet. He said the same thing, that Joseph Boakai cannot be trusted. And yes, Joseph Boakai cannot be trusted. Joseph Boakai is a bona fide and certified liar. At his age, you shouldn't be lying. I know some of you say, oh, you disrespect the pape, and you can't say the pape that liar, use another term. Listen, the day you get a chance to speak on the radio or speak on social media, on your platform, other platform, please use another term. I choose to use the word liar. Joseph Boakai, that liar, that old man who can lie. He's a crook, and he's very deceptive. And I get no other way I'm going to say it. And I get no other way I want to say it. Y'all who want to say it another way, say it another way. I don't have a problem with the way you choose to say it. I have no other way you choose to say it. I don't get issue with that one. If you choose to say Joseph Yuma Boakai, he misspoke, and no, that you won't say it that way. If you choose to say, there are challenges in the country, and there were challenges, that your choice of words. I'm responsible for my choice of words. You can't tell me how to speak English. You can't tell me how to speak English. The thing President George Weah said here, that all heard, that true. Let me tell you something. Your ignorance to something does not mean it doesn't exist. If you never sat in plane before, I would not sit in plane. I can't tell you, say, oh, they got something they call plane. It can take you from point A to point B, and you decide to argue in your ignorance. That means you'll be worried about convincing you. It's not about convincing. Look, you can't convince people about reality and facts. So I'm not here to convince you that there was a meeting. No, I'm not here to convince you. I told you on the show, and we told you on the show, that there was a meeting held. Listen, what gets to me is the fact that we might be new to the Liberian politics, but we have earned the respect of credible sources and people that can speak to us. Not just talking to on the phone, they can make available documentary evidences with recordings. So that when we come, we speak, we know what we're talking about. We know exactly what we're talking. You think when I told you on the show that there was a meeting held and CDC were promised 12 years, you think I was joking? You think I wanted to make Joseph Boakai feel bad, make George Weah feel fun? You think I had to talk Joseph Boakai and George Weah talk? I'm not here to talk Joseph Boakai. I'm here to tell the Liberian people that Joseph Boakai and George Weah, they are nothing. They are dead bad. They're zero. Don't worry about. Don't vote for them. They're not serious. If 18 years, look, let me tell you something. Everything you see in Liberia, maybe you'll say that loud. Let me play this clip very quick. I want you to see. For 18 years, I want you to see who then been in charge of this country. Get there another time and see. See if your children's life will improve. Give me a second. Let me play. I want you to look at the video. I'll just play for a few seconds. Look at the video and tell me who all you see in the video. I want you to look at this and tell me who all you see in this video, in this musical video clip. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Sonaga Diabo. I'm glad with the great opportunity given me to introduce to you your president.
president. Mosquito want to become president. Poppy Dossett want to become president. Crazy man you see want to become president. Mr. Kennedy want to become president. Mr. Lala man want to become president. President you will see you. Mr. Roro want to become president. Diego. Now how the president business will be? We suffering for some more. Mr. Lala want to become president. President you see want to become president. Mr. John President. It can't be one angry. Let me tell you something. When they want to become president with Lala, they will come and say, as the president of the Republic of Liberia, I thank you people for introducing me as the president. The power invests in me as the president of the Republic of Liberia. I'm going to make sure I will bring the rest press down. Yeah. I'm going to put all the fear press down. I'm going to bring the gasoline price down. Yeah. Kalolo want to become president. You know easy again. You want to tell me say president wait? Charge money eat up become president? Cross take up become president? It's not easy. Liberia will support you. When they be president to them, they will stand and say, I'm Mason. I will bring down Moldova and build you new Moldova. I'm going to make sure I'm not going to steal the government money. I'm going to make sure 7-7 get their back pay. I'm the president going to make sure that the AFA are going to be paid in 2 weeks. I'm going to make sure the student going
All right. I wanted to show you all those images as evidences in the court of law. They can call them exhibits. You saw or you did see all of the major actors. This song came about sometimes either right before the elections in 2005. That was after the arrest and removal of President Taylor, when we had the opportunity to have a democratically elected government again before the elections in 2005. Let me name some of the actors that were on there. George Weah is there. Prince Johnson is there. Listen, Prince Johnson is there. Ellen Johnson is there. Joseph Yuma Boakai is there. Even Joel Howard Taylor is there. She's on there. And interestingly, for the last 10 to 12 years, or maybe 13 years, Jeremiah Kuhn has been in the House of Representatives as deputy to Thomas Fowler. Jeremiah Kuhn is as criminally minded as Thomas Fowler. Jeremiah Kuhn. Folks, if you think Jesus coming from heaven to waste his time on choices that you will make knowing the facts, that it will affect the next generation, it will affect the country, go try that foolishness and think that you will sit in the church and speak in tongues all day, ask God to change the country, and let there be heavenly intervention, and there will be heavenly intervention. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. Your prayers will never be answered. Jesus ain't got time to waste time on stupid people and foolish decisions. No, Jesus got no time for that. No. You know what the Bible says? Because of lack of knowledge, our people will perish. So that means you will die poor. Your children will come and suffer more than you because you have chosen to deliberately elect people that will not deliver result to you. If somebody never change your life for 18 years, in 6 years, it will change your life. Go think about it. You get somebody 18 years of your life. They ain't change it. They ain't made no difference in your life. They're stealing to better their lives and to better the lives of other people. And you come and tell me, say, you get in 6 years, it will change your life. Okay. Joseph Braga will change your life in 6 years. You'll pass around. You'll pass around. Joseph Braga will change your life in 6 years. He will change your life miraculously. He will make the educational sector better. He will make the agricultural sector better. He will rescue the country and he will do the one. And I want to hear some people then who something is wrong with them talking about, and he will set the country on a path and then turn it over. His life set on a path. If he stay on loan, his life is set on path. Are you serious? You're not serious. You're not serious to move Labrador forward. You're think a religious thing. You're not religious thing. Look, let me tell you something. There are spiritual things that God can intervene. There are earthly things that God will allow you to make decisions and enjoy the benefit of the decisions you made. God ain't coming from heaven to save Liberia. You start wasting your time. Let us start wasting our time. We must make choices and decisions and live with the consequences. And this time around, we must get it right. George Weah has been in the Liberian politics for over 18 years or more. And George Weah told you, say CDC 18 years. You know what CDC been doing that 18 years? CDC been collecting bribe from the United Party. Let me tell you today, and all of us will come out. I'm telling you today, the CDC you see here, the George Weah, the Jefferson Koji, all the BB men you see, they used to collect money from the United Party. All that thing they see them doing when they get broke, they say they're staging protests. And at the same technique Costa, bro. June 7 Costa offices in Liberia. But the same technique, they haven't changed because the players have not changed, my people. No, the players haven't changed. You think June 7 protest that was sold, what Costa then collect their money? You think that today that technique started? You really think so? You must be joking. You got no clue what you're in. And like I've always said, and I will continue to say, I don't come on Facebook to be your friend. Some of you, I don't know you in real life. I will never know you in real life. I could care less to know you in real life. Because from the decision you may say, I know that you going nowhere. I know you're going nowhere. Imagine you are a young potential man. You have your children. And you bouncing around behind Joseph Boakai and Joe Weah. You serious for life? You serious for the life of your children? You really serious for you? You're not investing in the future to bet the struggle that you're going through. You're not trying to change the system and change the situation so that your children will not face that same struggle and you won't come and argue. You won't come and when you get to talk, when you get to discuss, what do you get to? You are addicted to suffering. What do you get to discuss with me? What do you get to talk? You get nothing to talk. You get nothing to offer, Labrador. You are setting your children up for failure. Joe, we are not he youth to you. Talking about you rescue youth like Thomas Father. Thomas, your youth of Thomas Father that you rescue, Thomas Father that hell of a crook. And it's a serious corrupt man. Thomas Father then has somebody that is will be bragging about President Joe Weah. Just sit down. The way you talking, people will not vote for you. You need to calm down. I'm not coming down on anything. I'm not changing the way I'm talking. Go vote the way you want to vote. Please go. And your children then born after 18 years, you have a child. And they're born, they see you struggling. And you gotta be toting backpack on your back. Some of you sold your boyfriend to your friend, man. You tend to homosexual, but you gotta bend down to another man for you to get $5 or $10. That means suffering. For you to come tell me that so come and pet you and beg you to go and vote your right thing. That may also be on that thing. I'm not on that thing with you. Go vote for Joe Weah. Please go. Bon voyage, go. Go vote for Joseph Boakai. Please go. Some of you hypocrite. I see Delon were passing around calling Prince Johnson warlord. They were quote unquote advocating for war crime code. You know the same Dylan passing around today.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe vice president. As though
Indeed.
they are not joker serious. As though they Dylan serious. Dylan not serious, man. He's not serious. But I don't blame Dylan. And Dylan got his son here in America going to school. His son just married well woman. You'll be passing around with him. Dylan set. Dylan is set. You'll be wasting your time. You'll be getting in the ring, jumping around, and going to the headquarters. They put someone on music on. We are going and all of that dancing and bouncing around. Temporary happening, but you go home, reality kicking. You're continue. You're please. Your age adding up. Some of you, when you look at your head now, 18 years you've been running behind Jowia. You see le. Jowia then take one and you not see le. You see le. You see le. Everything they do is temporary, inconsistent. So criminals. So criminals. Nothing productive to think about. And say, let me help our people. And yet, Joe, we are talking about you come from Gibraltar. Which Gibraltar? You come from Gibraltar, and the people of Gibraltar still suffering? You serious? And I'm supposed to come here and say, because few handful of people get job. I don't understand us. I don't understand us, my people. I don't understand. Another one, I'm supposed to come in public where I have the opportunity to speak to you. I'm supposed to come and say, and the country, the country has been struggling at this, and the country is not faced with challenges. Don't let nobody fool you with those kind of diplomatic word. The country is faced with a bunch of criminals, crooks, incompetent people who will do everything to be in power so that they can continue to put your life down. That's what the country is. Forget about all that struggle thing. There is no struggle in Liberia. Imagine Joe, we are president, and he's talking about struggle. Are you How can you be president and talk about struggle? Talking about, and the struggle continue, and we stay in a struggle. Which struggle you in? You the president, you talking about struggle? You the president, you talking about struggle? You talking like somebody who in opposition? You the president, how can you? When we talk the thing and they say, the way you talk, the way I talk, like English are speaking, you hear exactly what I'm saying. I get no different way I want to say it. If you think you're looking for your Facebook person or radio personality that will come and gentlemen, and to massage the thing and make it low letter, some kind of conversation that we're supposed to have, and I'm supposed to beg you, and you wasting your time. That means they will beg you for your own good. Don't do it. Go for foolishly, please. You get Tiama Gonglo, you get Clarence Moluba, you get Alexander Cummings. You get 3 people with reputable character who want to do something different and not part of the system. You say, no, you don't want them. You limit yourself to the same people who got you where we are today for 18 years. You limit yourself to them. And you come and tell me, as I bet you to change your mind. You will perish being foolish. And you're not going to perish being foolish. You will leave your children to come to, they will struggle and they will perish. You think I'm talking about Labrador because I want a job in Labrador? I don't want a job in Labrador. I said in America are good. Let me tell you today. Are super. Say I don't know. I see one other joker, other homosexual one who passing around, who they defending a friend man, making excuses for a friend man, and someone now woman that woman will be defending her husband or defending her boyfriend. I see him passing around on platform can't tell, but man. That Steve man can be on Facebook and his student loan and Alexander coming pay his tuition and the money he want. I just look at him for long and say, look at the other ignorant idiot. To be ignorant and wanting to be idiot and another thing, that means your problem can never be solved on earth. Like in heaven or in hell, they will solve your own problem. You don't understand some things. I'm saying it to the Liberian people today. Y'all go vote Joseph Boaka and Joe Weah. Y'all see your lives. In fact, Melbourne, what is even interesting, I will say to the Liberian people, we like to become the victim, the experiment of the experience, we Liberians. Most of us, what I mean by this is, somebody will tell Melbourne, say, if you do this thing, it will get you in trouble. Melbourne sat down there, he saw somebody did the same thing, he got in trouble. But Melbourne refused to listen to that recommendation or that advice. Guess what he does? He goes and do the same thing. You get in trouble and say, hey, God, if I had known. No. You wanted to be an experiment of the experience. You wanted to experiment. Who told you people must learn from other people the same thing? Who told you that? Who told you that? Who told you that?
And to just back up the way you just said, for example, what the Bible talk about the older women should be able to nurture the younger one so that maybe they can't go through the mistakes that they went through or the past through. But these things are all happening, or Steve, you just talk a lot, especially, when it comes to us as people, it's just quite different. Like, for example, because I already talking about Prince Johnson and all that was the saga. And I don't know how can now the entire table turn, because Senator Dillon usually always used to be calling for war crimes, quote, by the time you see Prince Johnson at the Capitol building. And that was just a mockery to Senator Johnson. Once upon a time, even all these recording are all here. And in fact, you were here. By the time you see Prince Johnson, he would say, war crime could come in. Then Senator Johnson too will be, irritated and just start saying what you're not supposed to say, and that just brought down to us as people, as we should be careful. We should accept all of these people. We should know who we're going to put into power, because time is another thing that you can't pay for. Two things in this life that you don't easily pay for is life that you carry. In fact, you don't even pay for life and time.
Oh,
Life and time, Steve, life and time. So Liberians sitting back and they align their own time to be squandered.
They like him. No. In terms of the experiment of the experience, this President George Weah, one of the major reasons, let me tell you today, one of the major reasons from a diplomatic standpoint, President George Weah then have been unable to attract for the past 5 to 6 years any foreign direct investment or any serious-minded country or business or people. They have been stepped on. You know that for what? You know that for who been it?
No.
Like Joel Howard Taylor. You're here today. Joel Howard Taylor is an impediment and a contributing factor to the Joe Weah-led government. The America we live in, let me tell you today, when America tell you, say, please don't do this, and your pass around like the way you deal with chatted up time, you came a man, you came a power, vote for him. America will allow you to feed a pin before they can step in. You remember when they were killing Liberians during the Greystone time, people were running around and they're fighting. You know how long it took for George Bush then to even make statement for Charles Taylor to leave? You know why it took them that long? Because our people were chanting and shouting in the street, you kill my man, you kill my pa, I will vote for you. So the people wanted them to enjoy what they wanted. Joe Weah time, boy, you not know boy, I will vote for you. They went and took Charles Taylor's wife, Joel Howard Taylor. And she was on a video that we show. She was on a video that we show with Charles Taylor. Joel Howard Taylor has been in the Senate for more than 10 years. Do you know that? For the county, Bon County. She collected all the corrupt BRAP envelopes. Joe Weah went and picked her and made her vice president. They were warned not to make her vice president. They never listened. Our people, the young people that were in the street, 15, 16, 17. Today, after 5 years, when you were 15, 16, 17, you're turning now to 23, 22, and so forth. Some of them passing around, they are prostitutes today. They don't even get food to eat. Some of them tend to Zogo, they don't have food to eat. They're passing around the country. Some of them ain't got nothing to do. They graduate from high school. Most of the men, they got to go now and be boyfriend or girlfriend to one of the people got in the government to be messing around with them. As a man, you say your boyfriend. That's exactly what's going on. Y'all go vote for them again. And they're calling your first-time voter. First-time voter. Y'all with balance. Let's see life here. Y'all with balance. So, we are telling y'all again, another incident is unfolding. I see people making excuses and talking, yes, we agree. The court and San Swan, yes, we agree. You're listening, my people. Jeremiah Kun was denied for coming to the United States. Jeremiah Kun is as corrupt, if not more corrupt, than Thomas Fowler. I'm saying it here to be on record again. SKTV. Jeremiah Kun was denied. Don't go that route, Liberians. Your leader, Jeremiah Kun, Joseph Boaka, nonsense. You're leaving alone. Sekou, welcome to the show, Mr. Kane.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's give you the opportunity to greet our people before we continue the conversation.
Well, it's good to be here. Hello, Melbourne. Hello, everybody from Liberia. I want to take this time to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's still morning time here. We have 11:45 a.m. in the morning, 11:45 in the West Coast. So I want to say welcome everybody. I've been following, and I've been enjoying the show. It's good to be here. Hopefully, our people are ready for the election. Things are getting very serious, and I was on the phone before the show. I was on the phone with some key stakeholders. I'm not talking about SKTV stakeholders. I'm talking about stakeholder of Liberia. And people sound very optimistic. And we have some information to share with people later on. But we here, following the show.
Thank you, Mr. Kane. As always, I don't care what we're doing or what we are saying. Once the opportunity presents itself, when Sekou comes on or any one of our panelists will stop, especially Sekou, being the founder of SKTV, we'll give respect to where it's due. We'll always put a hold to whatever is going on so that we can welcome him, have the opportunity to say something, before we get to Sekou for some updates for his end. We should have had Chairman Musa Bility on, but unfortunately,
yeah, I'm sorry. Let me update you on that.
Yes, please.
So I communicated with the chairman. Something came up, something very urgent came up, so he's not going to make it. He apologized for that. He will try to make it up later on. But yeah, he just communicated with me before I came on the show that he's not going to make it. He's sorry.
Thanks for the update, Mr. Kane. I know you're working on that from the back end here while we were starting off the show. But folks, like I was saying, if you want, you can ignore the signs. You can ignore it that Jeremiah Kun was refused visa to enter the United States. Ignore it. Say you agree. I like it never happened. Lie about it, make excuses. That's fine. Go vote Jeremiah Kun. You see what happened with CDC? It will be worse. Another thing I wanted to point out is this. Something caught my attention in President George Weah's speech that I think many Liberians need to pay attention to. If I call President George Weah deceptive, crook, inept, and incompetent, or I even say he's corrupt, if I were to say that, I should not be taking gifts and other things from President George Weah. I should know better. You can't be claiming somebody corrupt and you're taking gifts from them. Or you're taking things from them. It should be concerning to all the Unity Party people and people who support Joseph Yuma Boakai. President George Weah said he gave Joseph Yuma Boakai 2 cars, and that the cars Joseph Yuma Boakai is using around. That should be concerning. That should be concerning. Joseph Yuma Boakai should not have the audacity to call George Weah criminal or thief or rogue or whatever it is. He shouldn't do that. Joseph Yoman Boakai is a deceptive old man by nature. That's why he's doing that. And he is shameless. I'm saying it here today. I don't care how you feel, what you think. He is shameless. Because nobody at your age should behave that way. If they're small children, or if they're children, you can say, oh, the China know any better. He knows better. He shouldn't be taking things from President George Weah. The same way how they can go in the night, beg President George Weah for money, in the day they come out and insult President George Weah. This is unfair. I'm not a supporter of President George Weah. I am not a supporter of President George Weah. But Joseph Yoman Boakai should stop this. It's disgraceful. When I hear you're talking about Joseph Yoman Boakai, the honorable state, do you know what honorable means? Do you know what it means to be honorable? Joseph Yoman Boakai is not an honorable man. Look, I'm being factual because at the end of the day, let me say it to you. At the end of the day, I stand by what I say here. I will never retract what I said here. I want you to get that one clear. And I'm not afraid to say this anywhere I go. Because these are the facts. When you are an honorable person, especially at the age of Joseph Yoman Boakai, especially his length in government, there are certain things that you don't do. From an ethical standpoint, from a professional standpoint, even from a moral standpoint as an older person. Let me tell you something. I don't respect people because you owe. I respect you because you earn it. What Joseph Yoman Boakai is doing is deceptive. And this is no sign of anywhere where we should say Joseph Yoman Boakai is an honorable man. He's not an honorable man. He's a common crook. Just like Jovia, just like Delon, just like Prince Johnson, just like the other people that are playing games. At his age, he shouldn't be playing games. He should be an example for other people who want to come into politics. This is serious. We can't ignore this fact. Our own country cannot be desecrated to the point wherein the older people that we expect to know better, behave better, act better, so that we can have some form of representation today or tomorrow to say we can refer to that man, that old man is an honorable old man. But all our old men cannot be crooks and deceptive people. And you'll say that name of politics. No, they're not politics. This is not politics. This is not politics. We need to get serious, my people. And it starts from all of us who choose to support people. Look, they can be wrong. We are all human beings. Please accept that they are wrong. Stop making excuses. He can be ungrateful to President. And this word ungrateful, that's the first time we've heard it. We've heard the word ungrateful for even the Prince Johnson that supports him today. So, I mean, it's about time that we call it what it is. We call it for what it is. And this is why he's breeding a bunch of ungrateful people that are passing around and making excuses for your ungrateful behavior and so forth. But part of it also, I don't blame Vice President Joseph Yoman Boakai. I blame the George Weah and the CDC-led government too. Because all of them are working together. Because I know in my sound mind that there is no way you cross the line with me and you come back behind close to we do that your labyrinthine that you can do. You're not going to do that. No, it will never happen. You will not get comfortable with me. And then you say, oh, they come behind her, that one, I was just politics. Let's just forget it. I was just politics. Politics. Let's keep it going. But, folks, we'll allow Sekou in. And if you have the chance, I want you to go back and listen to that video. A lot of things were said in that video. President George Weah confirmed and made that to the fact that he had a meeting. The CDC was promised. They were promised 12 years. They were. CDC were promised 12 years. That's why they had the courage and the audacity to pass around, feel entitled that they must get 12 years. Just a few days ago, I think last night or the day before yesterday night, Sekou and I were lecturing with somebody, we're playing checkup. Just last night to Sekou house, we're lecturing with somebody. You know the person said to us? Oh, my man, I support the president, and soon as George Weah second term finish, then we'll bring comments in. All of us want comments. but let's talk. We are second to film, man. Come in, Upa. Our president is waiting. He has sat for long. I said, wow. This is to tell you the mindset that they have is enshrined and embedded in their head and their minds that they deserve 12 years because Unity Party had 12 years. So they must share 24 years of your life and the life of the country. Whether they destroy it, whether they break it down, whether they mess it up, they don't care because the future, they don't care about the future. They don't. Whoever comes after them will take on that burden. This is exactly where they are. Yeah, I mean, Oseko, it's up to you.
I think I'm not sure about the news people there. I think if the news is going to be on today, we're probably going to be going there in about 5 minutes. Maybe on. Are they ready today?
I think I have to check anything. I will give you people updates. So let me just take this break and we'll go there and check to find out.
Yeah, we'll bring Goha.
We'll find out what's going on. So before I start talking, so I can know exactly what to say, what not to say, because I don't want to cut off what I'm saying, while people are listening to us in Liberia. So yeah, but before Melbourne can come back, I just want to say this. Yesterday, it was a brother, he will stay here, called Prince Masakwe. He called in. He started to do his usual thing. And he actually decided to disrespect Steve by lying on Steve, calling him George Bully's son. And I was upset by that, pronouncement, because he was trying to imply that since George, what's his name? George Bully, since George Bully is a former rebel leader, so you're trying to imply that, Steve is son of a rebel leader, so he shouldn't be talking. Imagine he is supporting Joseph Jima Boakai, who is the former first founding chairman of the Loma Defense Force or Lofa Defense Force. He's supporting Prince Johnson, who is a murderer who killed our president. So I did cut him off because he was going extra mile. So he went into my inbox and threatened me that he knows me in Phoenix. Whatever he says he knows about me, he said it. And I responded to him. And he's here today. I just want to respond to him in this public manner. I've heard many of Seditian Unity Party people attacking me and threatening me publicly. If you come to my inbox and threaten me, I take it very seriously. And I can tell you.
Yeah, so quickly, before you come in, no news, so we can continue up to 8 o'clock tonight.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Mabel. So to conclude what I was saying before I go to the real issue, the guy who threatened me called Prince Masakwe, saying that he knows me, from Phoenix and this and that. I know you very well, blah, 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 all kind of stuff. If you come to my inbox and threaten me, I don't take it lightly. I just want to announce to you that people before you, stronger than you, even well equipped than you, they have threatened me. And they fell flat. And one thing about me, I don't wait for my enemy. If you threaten me, I don't let you be on the defensive. I'm just informing you right now. If you threaten me, I will be on the offensive. That's all. That's how much I can say. Yeah, that's how much I can tell you. I've been in this thing for a while. So if you come to threaten me in my inbox, I take that seriously. Because whatever is done in public, then that one maybe that's your bluff. If you come to my inbox to say it, I know that you're serious. And I'm serious. I take your challenge. Go and recruit more people and see who's going to win it. That's how much I can tell you, brother. I'm not going to delete you. I'm not going to move you from here. You stay here. If you behave like other Liberians, we'll welcome you. You will have chance to speak, to call in, to support whoever you want to support. But taking it to that level, I'm just informing you that yes, I take your challenge. Do whatever you do. Do whatever you can.
But the man support Joseph Bala, who's a small soldier. That he coming to about.
Yeah. So I don't want to say that. So let's talk about real issue. Yeah.
Joseph Bala, a rebel leader, that's small soldier.
So
I recruited Cabe Doyen, that rebel leader too. And that's why he recruiting Prince Johnson, Joseph Boaga, that small soldier. I say, and the facts are here to prove it. Mr. Kind of sorry for the interruption. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. You know, yesterday when I said on my page that we thought CDC people were crazy, but Unity Party people scaring me. I was not saying scaring me like I'm gonna run away from them. No. Scaring me that I thought they knew better. I thought they were saying George Weah and his people were arrogant with a bunch of talks and corrupt-minded people. But the behavior of Unity Party supporters, Joseph Nima Boaga supporters, it is very scary. And the reason why it's scary is because they are already informing the Liberian people that if they are given the chance, the kind of people you're going to have to be dealing with. The fact that Unity Party people are making flyers, making pamphlets, making billboards, carrying banners around, calling themselves proud Sonoma Swan. That is the done deal for me. And moving forward, I will refer to you guys as proud Sonoma Swan. If this is not something that you are proud of, if that is not something that if Joseph Boaga have a problem with this, the leadership of the Unity Party will have come out to discourage that. We cannot reduce our country to a joke. It means that we are not a bunch of serious people. If you can be proud to be a group of sons of pigs, proud of that. Not only saying it on Facebook, but creating a banner with Joseph Nima Boaga and Jeremiah Kun picture on it, calling yourself "We the proud Solomon Swan." And Joseph Boaga did not speak against it.
But Joseph Boaga and Jeremiah Kun are the chief swans.
You are a bunch of jokers. You're not supposed to be taken seriously. This kind of behavior should not even be accepted in our body politic. Agreeing to be animals? Hey God. Something is not right. Who wants to bring a bunch of animals to run the country? Son of a son. Calling yourself proud son of a son. Because of the fear of Costa, they're so afraid of Costa, they cannot challenge him. The only thing they can do is to accept him. They say whatever labor he put on them. Bunch of cowards. Hey man, why must you accept that? I'm sorry for my friend who actually supporting Joseph Boakai. And sitting there, being labeled as son of a swamp. And as you say, we agree. Who in the world, what kind of country will allow themselves to be ruled and controlled by a bunch of pigs? Calling yourself pig. Amen.
Oh, God.
This is disgraceful. This is not campaigning. As a matter of fact, instead of you spending your time to tell the Liberian people reasons why you believe Joseph Boakai should be elected, instead of taking your time to defend Joseph Boakai's record, instead of taking your time to sell Joseph Boakai's policy prescription or ideas,
Yeah, they're talking about.
you are there calling yourself proud Sanoma Swan. It means they get nothing. It's a disgrace. It's not even funny. Because they're so afraid, they can't take on Costa, they can't challenge him. You see, anything Papa God say, we agree. Because Costa, they are God. So when we say nobody in Unity Party, they get offended, they get angry, but it's just a fact. No human being in their right mind call themselves, we are proud to be a bunch of sons of a pig. Who can do that? And when the stupid ones are doing it, the leaders sit back supinely and say nothing about it. That is the disgraceful part of it. And let me give you information. I just told you that I had a conversation with some stakeholder before coming on the show. Believe me, if the Unity Party go third position, she'll be happy. I'm telling you the truth.
Lido Swane.
If Unity Party,
Lido Swane.
the Unity Party goes to the third, to be third, you'll be happy. You can keep your confidence in your little, in your little bubble, thinking that you have everything. But it seems like you got nothing. It seems like Liberian people are resolved. It seems that the people are resolved. And not only the common people, but most of the important people in the country. Your behavior is scaring people. The desperation is scaring people. The undeserved entitlement syndrome is scaring people. Believe me. People believe now that you people are the major problem for Liberia. People thought CDC was the problem. People thought CDC was the problem. But the behavior of the Unity Party people,
Mm.
carrying Liberian people, I'm telling you the truth. And people are resolved. On the 11th of October, we will sit here and laugh and talk about this thing right here. You know, you remember the Lofa scenario leading to the election in Lofa? We had Darius Dillon, Yeke Kolba, Rani Samuka, all the other people there following Joseph Boakai from town to town, from Fonjama to Zozo to Foya. People thought the election was finished.
And they were jogging.
But the election was finished. Nobody could imagine that Joseph Boakai would go and put somebody here up in Lofa.
Yeah.
Similar thing going on right now. People who are Unity Party supporters, they're making it to look like they got something going on. But they are faking. You know the thing what they call fake it till you make it? They are faking it, making it to look like they are in it. But no. First, they got no money. Secondly, Jeremiah Kun is holding his money now. They got nothing going on. Darius Dillon is faking it.
Lead them.
Darius Dillon is faking it. Darius Dillon knows that they're not going anywhere. I saw something yesterday and this morning. I saw Dillon, saying that he told Joseph Boakai that if he becomes president, no government official former government official should travel out of the country until auditing is done. That's just a bluff. It's not only a bluff.
Say again.
It's telling you that Dillon is trying to tell the Liberian people that Joseph Boakai will be a dictator. That's not how the laws work, Mr. Dillon, Mr. Lawmaker. You supposed to be a lawmaker. I expect you to know better now. That's not how it works. You cannot restrict people's movement. It is fundamental right of the Liberian people. Fundamental right under our laws. Freedom of movement. But the reason you can do that, unless you have something they call a probable cause. Somebody is accused of something, suspect of doing certain thing, and then you have reason under the proper channel. So how many government officials you're going to place under investigation, stop them from moving around? No, you can't do that. People should be allowed to do whatever they want to do. If you have problem with them, if you investigate and find out, you can open a case against them, whether they're in the country or outside of the country. Liberia has treaty with a lot of different countries, including the United States. It's called extradition treaty. If somebody run away and come to America here and they embezzle a lot, it costs Liberia much, they can still be extradited back to Liberia. But to say, anybody, because Joe Biden not going to win anything, he's just bluffing, making it to look like he's working. And the second thing I saw too, Musa Bility video that he was saying when he said, "My fellow seditions." Look at the sentence that followed. My fellow sedition. Then he say, "Komi's going to win, or see if you're going to win in Grand Basso." You could tell directly that he was speaking to the CPP people. Okay, how many times he said, "My fellow Liberians"? How come he didn't take that part? That my fellow Liberian, that includes Darren Dillon himself. It includes Joseph Boakai. It includes George Weah and everybody else. But he said, "My fellow Liberians." You should have taken that too. But to take that part, knowing that this anybody can speak. I think Musa Bility misspoke by saying "my fellow citizen." It doesn't mean anything. That's nothing. That's a weak argument. That is a weak argument. Very, very weak. That tells us that Dillon has nothing to really offer. And I can see the fear in his tone. I can see the emptiness in his tone. I know Darren Dillon when he's comfortable. I know when he's happy. I know when he's actually in the mood, in real mood. I could tell that Dillon just talking because he already there. Shamefully so. This is the man who used to talk about war and economic crimes court all the time. Now he in bed with Prince Johnson. All of a sudden, the talk of war crimes court has vanished. We don't hear about it anymore. Joseph Boakai, pathway to the presidency is very slim. Very, very slim. They'll get angry with me, but I'm just telling you the truth. Joseph Boakai pathway to the presidency is very slim. First of all, the man is sick. Second of all, the man is old. Third of all, the man will not be able to campaign anywhere. That's why when he left, when he got to Liberia, they say the man doesn't have to go anywhere to go campaign. Because they know the man does not have the energy, the strength. They tire injecting steroid in a woman. They put steroid in a woman. So they just took the woman and they dissuaded him to stop taking not to go through his process here in America. They forced the man to go to Liberia. Let the man just be there as a picture, as a photocopy. As a photocopy so that he can be there till the man will in the country without the election. Election day again, they will inject another steroid in here again to take it to the pool. He go vote for himself. Then they bring him back home. We can't stay there again. Then they'll be spoon feeding him with information. But at the end of the day, when the Liberians walk to that voting booth, they know very well that Unity Party was in power for 12 years. Mr. Barker was part of it. Mr. Barker had no new idea. Not only that, he had no new idea, but he was okay in the 12 years. He had nothing to give. Now he's not okay, he's sick. He worry about his health, he worry about his life. Then you expect him to make decisions. All these people that are sitting by ready to exploit the country, you are wasting your time. You're not going to win anything. Nothing. Liberian people, the people they can see, I'll tell you people, the people they can see on the street, the Unity Party people there, they're there. Don't get me wrong, but they're not enough. Joseph Boakai pathway to the presidency is very slim. Let's do the math right here. Joseph Boakai not going to win Monserrato. CPP will win Monserrato. Your way will become next in Monserrato. You saw Clarence Monumba action and activities in Lofa County. Lofa County vote will be split. The last time, the reason why Joseph Boakai went to the second round because he won 78% of the vote. That time there was no Clarence Monumba in the race, and CDC was not present in Lofa like they are right now. So Clarence Monumba and CDC combined, they could take up to 50% of the vote. And the
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Oh no. Steve, your girlfriend has
Was it something I said?
your girlfriend has started again. Siri. So Joseph Boakai, if Joseph Boakai number goes below 60% in Lofa, the reason why he became something, he went for the second round in Lofa because, in the second round in 2017 was because of Lofa and Bapolo. And the people them that don't remember from that Bapolo area all the way to Kulang, Masambala, Vahun, all those areas, I'm not going to do good there. Going to do very well there. And don't mind them. Bernie Samuka stay campaigning for Galapa Kotima. While Joseph Boakai going to be campaigning for Steve Zago. Steve said we should call him Steve Zago. We shouldn't call him Steve. Steve said we should call him Steven so that he can be in
It's a good messing up.
You're muted. We're not hearing. You're muted.
Steve, we don't hear anything from you.
Yeah, he's muted.
Yeah.
That's the only place. That's the only place. I'll come in and make a little bit of a correction. Joseph Boakai will not be campaigning for Stephen.
No, yeah. So what happened? Joseph Boakai, no, when the campaign time reached, say a few days to the election. Let me tell you the game plan. Joseph Boakai going to be saying now right now, he's not going to be doing anything. Few days to the campaigning, the way use that Chinese man in that sink order, the one that is injecting the steroid in him. We put some more steroid in the old man. We put him in the car, take him around. He force him to put an air out with that fake smile that you saw. The public smile, they don't want to smile, they force the public to smile on the picture.
When you say this, I don't agree with you.
Hey man, not well, my man.
But when you make it look like Joseph Boakai is not part of this plot, and this
Joseph Boakai part of it, but Joseph Boakai does not have the energy, my man.
Look. Initially, I used to feel a little empathetic, sorrowful, or side with Joseph Boakai. I used to side with his family, and himself.
I know with family, but himself.
For the facts now that is out at our disposal, there is no need to be sorry for any one of them.
Okay.
Because they are deceptive, all of them, and they agree to what's going on.
Okay.
Nobody should be sorry for them. They are into this.
Let me conclude what I'm saying about the pathway. Joseph Boakai may not get 60% in Lofa County. And if he's short of 60% in Lofa County, he will not even come second in the election. Because Lofa County is the only county he can win. He used to win. But now Lofa County is going to be split.
Mm-hmm.
If we divide it by 3, I'm not sure if one person will get 50%. CDC going to show very, very heavily in that place. Trust me. They're not going to win, but they're not going to win Lofa, but we're going to show heavily. It's a fact and they know it. CDC making some headway in that place. And Colonel Monuba, the local people there, they're going to recognize what his father did for the local people and the Liberian people. Harris Fumba Monuba, former Vice President under President Doe. That's one. Number two, Nimba County is split. And the person that's going to take the lion's share over there is going to be Chairman Kongolo. CDC is there too. I don't know. I don't know how well they will do, but CDC is there. CPP is there. And believe me, CPP will get a huge number. You remember 2017? Kumis was new and Liberty Party was there.
Mr. Kaneo, I beg you. Somebody caught my attention. Can I just do that for a second?
Where?
Imagine Joseph Human Boaka supporter asking what the Clarence Moluba father do as vice president. The question is, what did Joseph Boaka, who is here now, what did he do? You see how witchcraft in early days looking at some of these people, some of these Salaman Swan, and I don't get this message clear. How you ask that kind of question? They show
you are allowed to call the Salaman Swan because they say they are.
I've been calling them Salaman Swan. That you don't want to say,
I said earlier, don't say it, but they themselves say they are proud Salaman Swan and they agree with it. They sound for it. So anybody can call them Salaman Swan.
Me, I know they will agree with the title. That I started calling them long time ago, Salaman Swan. I know they were thinking. I know how they operate. Sorry for interrupting, Mr. Can I go ahead with your thought, please?
Okay, it's okay. So, that's Lofa. Lofa going to be split into three. Stay. CPP will get something from them. Whether even at 25%, CPP will get something from them. Trust me. Then Nimba. Nimba, Tiawan Gonglo maybe will carry 60%. The other 40% will be shared, will be divided between CDC, CPP, and UP. One county, CDC get a vice president coming from there. CPP get Henry Yala there. One county will be a dog fight. Will be split. Monsuwaru, CPP will carry the lion's share. Believe me, the record, the pool shows that. And CPP will carry 60 to 70% of Grand Bassa County. So in all these things we are saying here, the small party there, the non-factor, the 0.1000000, percentage people in it, the spoiler there, the one that are there just to take the number from here and there. All of them combined, I don't think they will even get 5% in Montreal. Put all of them together. They're just there to waste people time. So that people can reach out to them in the second round. So they can say they can demand for position and money. Yeah, just there, just as a matter, just there. But Magibi will also be crazy. You know, Joseph Mabaka, former vice presidential candidate, Nukwe is supporting the CDC. Former senator Oscar Cooper is supporting the CPP. There are other citizens of Magibi that are supporting the CPP. So UP will get some vote in Magibi, CDC will get, CPP will get. So the only party that will get lion's share in any particular county will be the CPP for not just Grand Bassa, but for Bassa Belt. As a matter of fact, I communicated with one of the top people today with the CPP. in Basel. And they told me that they are happy at where they are right now, that they are very, very happy. They are confident. Not only that they're telling me that they're going to win Grand Basel, but they're telling me they will win the Basel belt heavily. Heavily. Now they have gone in the trenches, reaching out to people. They told me that they have gone and debunked and refuted some of the statements made by other people about Cummins, about Charlie Bronsky. And they have rejuvenated the spirit of the Liberty Party. You know, the last time Liberty Party ran in the presidential election, they got over 50%. And people are expecting, because of the women factor, the young factor, the young people factor, and CPP being, two parties, not just Liberty Party now. The people they're expecting the CPP to get at least 60 to 70% of the vote. If that happened, in the first round, the CPP will be having at least anywhere 500,000 votes or more. That will be automatic going to the second round. Mark my word and keep this clear. CPP will go for second round. CDC will be second. Unity Party will come third. Unity Party people vote will be shared between the CDC and the CPP in the runoff. Unity Party people end up bluffing. Let me tell you the truth. They know they're not going anywhere. They know they only get the Unity Party people, and nobody can win one party. So, Steve, you can take over or you can take course in Liberia. So, but the pathway is now favorable to the Unity Party. Even CDC got better position than them right now.
So Melbourne, how long have we got on the radio over there before we open it?
Oh no, we got whole 30 minutes, man.
We have probably about 29 more minutes.
Oh, man, 30 minutes can be roughly 30 minutes and 29. Why can't we take 1 minute every time? Yeah, man.
So Steve, even they give 5 hours. Steve the thing about is that even with 5 hours.
Remember, they want they're not teacup. Don't say my teacup is big. They're not teacup.
They will have it coming because so you get new name now. Gotta be careful now before we fall into a yeah. So Steve, I don't know what we can go to the line.
But the guy, you got Joseph Baka supporter, and the guy Salama Swane.
Okay,
because some of them they did not subscribe to that name. But all the one then that subscribe to the name that they are proud will continue to refer to them as Solomon Swan.
All right.
Yeah. But not all of them. Not just because you put at the ball. The party people there, they say the Solomon Swan. And Joe Baga do agree with it because you know what I said.
And I don't know, Segu, they always calling for opposition unity. I don't know, but with all the stream from what you just explained, they're always saying that in fact they're going to win one round. And how come they are calling out for opposition unity?
What kind of unity? But every time when they are corner, when they are pushed, their back is against the wall. That's when they can call for opposition unity.
But unity will win.
There will be no opposition, but they're not opposition.
You now see animal and human being be on the scene in the scene. We on yet. We're not on where the animal and the human being in the scene. We're not on that thing. No, let me tell you something, Melbourne. As funny as it will sound, there is no such thing as opposition unity with Unity Party. Unity Party is not opposition. Unity Party is former ruling party. In fact, they are the old money eaters, as Tiawan Congo will say, that want to get rid of the new money eaters. And the like Mr. Kenneth said, we're joking with
Proud Solomon Swan.
Yeah, to be honest with you, let me say, I've
what are you going to say? We the plus one.
I've always said on this platform, on the platform, that CDC is not our problem in Liberia.
No,
CDC is not our problem. Look, let me tell you something, Melbourne. It is easier to make the case against CDC to the Liberian people.
So Steve, hold on.
CDC is not our problem.
You say animal, you won't be the guy.
No, they can be in the same place. Noah Act will operate here. Now, in Noah Act in the Bible, the animal and the human being stay in the same place. And what they call, we're not on that thing. We're not on that thing. We can keep the animal there in the backyard. They can be nothing, and there will be nothing when we're ready. Don't Solomon Swan and whatever. Can you imagine you made up? Look, let me tell you something. As funny as it sounds, you said Joseph Boaga, an honorable man.
Yeah.
But you make a platform and a flyer, and you make something.
I saw a banner.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said it to me.
Indeed, myself, I saw it on the internet, so I was shocked.
I thought it was fake.
Wow.
But when I saw people, real human beings holding it, to be honest with you, I thought people were making it up, to be honest. But to make a banner calling the We the Proud Solomon Swan.
And you think this is a joking thing?
Buckeye accepted that. Jeremiah Kun accepted that. Normally accepted that.
Look, let me tell you something, Mr. Kanem.
They don't agree that he's not one swan. So
Mr. Kanem, let me say this, because the people who listen to us,
you don't agree that he's not one swan.
The people who listen to us, let me say this, the people who listen to us from Liberia in the diaspora, they are religious and traditional people. In the Bible, pigs were rejected as evidence by that, when Jesus cast out the evil spirit, when he said it in the pig there.
Indeed.
In the Muslim religion, pig is rejected as well. So if you look at yourself and they call you pig, and you proudly accept that you are pig,
you are pig.
I mean, where are we carrying pigs? Where are we carrying pigs? Where are we carrying pigs? Where? I mean,
I see why. You know, there's a saying in Liberia. I don't know whether you listen to it. It's there.
Bunch of pigs there. Oh. No, next time when I use the technical term, when they're calling it wrong with bunch of pigs.
Hold on. Stop it, Steve. Hold on. Don't make me laugh too much so I can't talk. So let me talk, please. Let me say this.
Next time I go to any event, I will just shout pigs. That's what I will do. We'll see what other pigs when someone won't play. I will just be shouting pigs, and I will just shout to the man and say pigs. And go sit down somewhere.
Okay. Let me say this. You know, when I see them going in Liberia, they say, in Liberia, when people getting dirty in politics, they say they're going gutter, right? They're going gutter. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's a saying that do not follow pigs in the mud. Mm-hmm. Because you too will get dirty. Because pigs like dirt. They like to get dirty. So the behavior of these people by attacking everybody, insulting everybody, threatening everybody, going dirty with everybody, that is a characteristics of a pig. Now that they are saying that they are a proud bunch of pigs, and Joseph Boaga accepting that, I think CPP people, CDC people, Jewon Gongolo people, they should make good use of this. tell the Liberian people you want to vote for a human being and you want to vote for a bunch of pigs.
Especially pig then in Bell. In Labro can buy pig in Bell.
Yeah. Because there's no way any sensible human being. I know some that are very ashamed right now. Some people that support these people, they are ashamed right now, to be honest. I'm on a serious note. There are people that are supporting Justin Newman Puakai. They're not Unity Party people, but they are ashamed of themselves right now. For the people to refer to themselves as a bunch of pigs. It is disgraceful. I know they are not part of it. But because of fear of Costa, if Costa come out today and say, okay, you're not Sanama no more. You put different animal name on it, they will say again, we agree. We are proud to be this. Because they are scared. They can't confront the guy.
They're not Sanama Swan the halls. You change it from Sanama Swan to hall. But anyway, look, Melbourne today we're taking call as they're calling, apart from Liberian people. If you are a pig and you call him, please identify yourself as a pig. Because you are a Salman Swan, we got to differentiate now. You know, when we talk, I told you from the beginning, and we'll say it over and over. CDC.
So that means anybody that will go vote for them, you Salman Swan?
Yeah. You're a pig.
Damn it. But they can't make a lot of people not vote for Joe Baka because a lot of people they will not agree to be people.
Well,
so if you vote for Joe Baka, that means what if Joe Baka get plenty normal now? That means you get plenty people. Bro. Steve, that's what you say?
Mama, take call. Let's see.
Yes, she was there. I'm really, really sad about the kind of statement because people used to think that CDC, but now going up.
No,
CDC, that's our problem in Labrador. I keep saying it over and over.
Seriously, I'm a bit surprised of what we see and what we hear. To this caller, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, man, tell your name and from where you join us.
I'm Brian, I'm calling from the first week.
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, man, I say, since you have been talking, who knows yourself, but you're not mentioning communist news. One time, that's not commission on SKTV.
You got commission on pick.
Even complain.
You got commission on pick. We're talking about the pig now right now. We'll come to the remote video. We'll talk about commission. You put it on call as a pig, like what we're talking about right now.
All right, thank you so much. Keep our calls coming. 077-833-9682 again. 077-833-9682. That's the number to call. 077-833-9682. Call that number, please, and you'll be live right here on Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. And today is Sunday.
Why today taking long for the call? The people
the people calling. Good evening. Yeah, we're great. Thank God. Go ahead, your name and from where you join us.
I'm calling from Stakeholder.
Okay, go ahead, Manuel.
Let me appreciate you for the show. You know, I think you people making our senator more popular every day.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's very good.
It make me popular as a pig, that's fine. We'll do that. You call them a pig, you're not ashamed of yourself.
Oh, I'm not confirming the matter. We'll see the pig leadership.
Yeah, it's good.
Go evening. No, brother.
I mean, we got a bunch of pigs. They got a lot of pigs in Liberia.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
No, now what we'll call you for? Then what we'll call you for? No. We open a line.
Let's go.
We're not talking about commission right now.
Hello.
You said I'm also regretting the claim.
Keep our calls coming. 077. The
pigs now on the last one recruit me, and I'm supporting Puaga, so I can never support Puaga.
To this caller, good evening.
So I'm happy.
Hello.
Yeah, my name is Hilton L. Johnson. I joined this afternoon from Confronting Rescue 1 Avenue.
Go ahead, evening. It's evening time. Go ahead, anyway.
Yes. I sat down very listening to
Are you a pro Sanama song? Because you say from Rescue Avenue. My man, are you a pro Sanama song? Okay. Thank you, Mr.
All right, so this call, good evening.
All the people that they say Sanama song.
Yeah, go ahead.
I leave the women empire. I will not call them like that because I see them saying it. Don't you get in a school and say Sanama song? No one. The name remain Haruna Rashid Musa, and I great keep my contact this evening. You know, it would do well, but I'm getting a person.
We're not getting you from Cape Mount, I don't know. The rate falling on us or what? Sorry, his line is coming a little bit. So let's call a good evening.
If it's getting bad, we start taking call from the people here.
Yeah, go ahead.
We don't got friends numbers on in the diaspora.
Okay, go ahead, Chief.
I think you are fairly right, and you are just promoting Joseph Boakai. And I want you to take down so
that's good.
I think that for Boakai business. I will get it clear. Because you talk about Sokobo and Mukwe. What about for the guy here who are us? And that thing, you will go in the farm by Boakai way. No. You can have a copy.
All right, so no problem. You already said what you want to say. So to this caller, good evening. Okay, Chief Brown Tactic. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think one thing and people want to inquire with you about many business. They know that they get you one more already, so you got to you can go home. So normally they will also do that. But let me go to the point.
I don't even understand that.
I like that, bro. I'm dealing with two of you. What are you looking at me? I mean, with time. Why am I talking? Yeah, go ahead.
So in Nima, Nima always let them hold their arrow here. If you check the history from 2005, one Nima man is the arrow here. They will always go for it. So you watch out for tier one, as people were saying. I want to really agree with him. Okay. Because except maybe in the second round, then tier one speaking, because any not go for second round. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chief Brown Tati. Always following the program, the SKTV. To this caller, we even now go over to Sekou and Steve, so I think they can take call too from that side because over here, all the Liberians from that side. Maybe who knows? Maybe they have. You go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Boca Ken calling from Broward Highway.
Go ahead, Boca.
Yeah, you see your student girls in the studio there, they can fool us. Oh, we are not stupid again no longer. Right now, we're not thinking about giving the government 2 terms because.
So you agree? So you agree with the kind of need that people are calling you?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, no problem. All right, no problem. So to this caller, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Chief. Indeed.
If this guy wants to say that Kennedy will be prepared.
No, we don't get Kennedy.
No Kennedy. I know how come.
No, man, we're not promoting nobody.
They put up a season, they put up a Tiago, and they also put up a Kennedy.
People that say it's how can you not talking about it?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Your name and from where you join us. So let's call a word.
Can you see what that?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is almost on getting very. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much for So, Steve, and Steve, you're going to take one from her side.
I already got first caller here. I think Ben beat everybody time this time around. Ben, he beat Saros this time. Ben. Hello? Ben, are you there?
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, my man, I can hear you. My man, tell your name, man. Tell your name. I hope you know one of the. Your name is? Ben, when I hearing you, I don't know what's wrong with your phone.
Oh, hold on.
My man, you in America, I think like you in a.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Hey, so I will disagree with you guys a little bit on this one, and here's why.
Okay.
There's a lot of literature that is around now about negative name calling that it always backfires. And while it is true that you guys are not calling them that, they are calling themselves that. When you also try to say it, the research has also been that those who always try to say it always backfires. We in Liberia, we are saying that there was a group of petitions. They backed up into a corner and they became so resistant, they instead of being constituted now, they changed themselves to reaction. So you will find out that just backing people up into a corner where they become more resistant to any level of change. So I just want to know that we have to be very careful because these guys, at the end of the day, they back themselves into another column, being ashamed of themselves, and they will not be able to any change. So I mean, I was just
Ben, just before you leave. First of all, just before you leave, Musa will take the next call. First of all the people who were referred to as stupidicians, they hate that name. Mm-hmm. As a grown woman or man, as a father or a mother, when you agree to a stupid name and stupid title, and it's inserted on you, it goes a long way. So I disagree with you vehemently that people will sit and agree to be called pigs. And you come and say, oh, when you say it, and they will do that one. Let me tell you something today. If you decide for to call you son of a swan, God forbid, and you think for political reason you can use it, and you say it will be a good nomenclature, and it will backfire, and not backfire. No, wait. You thought. Listen, let me let my talk, please. Let me let my talk. If you think that United Party people will turn this around to the benefit, or they will be in some kind of corner, the best thing they can do for themselves is stand up and reject that Sanama Swan name or that pig name. Until they can come up and issue a statement rejecting that name, they are all pigs. And if you want to join them, then people will call you pig too. What are you talking?
All right, Ben.
One minute. Steve, I think we can all remember when Hillary called Republicans deplorable.
Yes.
A group of Republicans, they accepted the yes, they deplorable. Even when Trump went to rally, he said, we are deplorable.
And they are still deplorable today because you know what? They are still deplorable today because you know what? In the face of the facts that Donald Trump has been indicted more than once, they are still behaving deplorably.
He was impeached twice.
No, don't really say that way talking.
So Ben, anything else you want to say before I take the next caller?
They're deplorable state today. They are still bunch of deplorable state today.
So let me say this. Ben, you are right that the people they will corner themselves, they will stick to whatever they believe in. But let me tell you something. All the people that call themselves, we are a basket of deplorable. There's no way the people were going to vote for Hillary Clinton or anybody else. They were with Donald Trump 100%. It only solidified their position with Donald Trump. Unity Party people, they are a Unity Party. No matter what you do, the same way in the second round of 2017, a lot of people registered voters. Majority of them did not vote. They sat home because they didn't believe the two candidates. So, you know the funny people that are calling themselves son of a swamp, they believe that's what they are. No matter what you do, they will not vote for Jowia, they will not vote for Komis. They will just stay back. The good Liberian, some of whom are even supporting Joseph Mabuakai, but push kind of shove, they will support somebody else. But the one that call themselves Sanama Swan, those are angry people, those are angry pigs. That no matter what you do, don't vote for anybody. You can't do anything to pursue them. They are who they are. They believe their false sense of entitlement make them to be better than other Liberians. Make them to be like their own Liberian. So when they call themselves Sanama Swan, they're not we don't calling them. And by the way, me I don't even care if they refuse to vote for Kumi in my business.
But P can make decisions.
Refuse to vote for I don't care who they vote for.
P can make good decisions.
Even the refuse not to vote. If you call yourself pig, we'll call you pig.
Little pigs. Nobody want about pigs.
I just think it's very, very embarrassing for them to call themselves that name.
Nobody want about pigs. What do you mean? That pigs.
Next caller here, 631. Last 4 DJ is 2504, I guess.
Hey, good afternoon, Seko. This is Prince Masako calling from New York.
Prince Masako, go ahead.
I
will always pick your comment, man. When you come here, so long as you have to involve in the conversation, we'll have a conversation. That's all. Oh no, you threatening me, right? That one is different story. My man, we got that one pack. You just be ready for me too. So that that's the issue.
So I mean, I'm a kid, right? Whatever I say to you, those are my words, right? That's why I use my profile and send you the message.
My man, talk.
Yes.
Talk.
So let's go with this topic, right? I mean, you know, I know you guys are sarcastic, right? But people trying to be sarcastic with you. When you say that people, if Costa can call someone is Salaman Swan, and people decide to use that word against it, that okay, you say we are Salaman Swan, we are Salaman Swan. And you are using that like people really think that they are big.
Are you a pro Salaman Swan too? No, I'm asking you now, whatever terminology you use now. Yeah, okay, but I'm asking you now, are you No, I'm asking you now. Are you a pro Salaman Swan? No, we didn't put it on ourselves. No, we didn't put it on ourselves. I'm asking you now, people that put it on themselves, we didn't put it on them. My man, you're not going to teach anybody. You're making a point anyway. They did. You don't know that?
Well, can you hear him, Mr. Kane?
Okay. No, how? Musa Bility, the election commissioner now?
Mr. Kane, you really get patient with it.
It's okay. Let me talk. Go ahead. But how can we substantiate that? That the claim you're looking right there?
No, I swear they got
Okay, send me the video.
I swear where you get it got wrong.
All right, thank you. You done, right? No, you said you're gonna send me the video. I thought that. Okay, wrap up, please. Wrap up, please. No. When you people come and talk to me, I don't get angry about that. No, I don't be angry about that. When someone's trying to insult me, then I should be mad about that. It's okay. That's okay. I said I don't care. They insult me, I don't care. It's fine. So that's okay. Thank you. But too hard.
Is that kind of way you get it in from?
It's not how people call me, insult me. I said I'm fine with it. If someone call me, insult me, then I should be mad about that.
So, Stephen Segu, I don't know, but we have the other program where they are back.
Welcome. Yeah. We got a lot of calls coming in anyway. So meanwhile, me and Lova and Steve will continue.
Indeed. Thanks to you guys. I hope with you guys on tomorrow.
So yeah, I got a call here from.
Okay, so yeah, let me take these two calls, then we'll go to you, Steve, please.
Okay.
Caller 929 number. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good evening, Steve, Lofa, Julius, and Mr. Stakeholder. My name is Napoleon Soso. I'm calling you from Los Angeles. Stakeholder.
Yes, sir.
See, these people, they're thinking that they get votes in a bank waiting for them to go cash out. They're keeping Omen Bwaka in the basement. When you see Mr. Cummings campaigning, even George Weah campaigning, Clarice Moluba, and Gonglo, all these people campaigning, and they're thinking that Bwaka will stay down in a rehab kitchen and win election. It's not a fact. I see what they call them, I don't know, Salomon, I don't know how to call them.
They call it Salomon Swamp.
Yeah, they're in the swamp. You see, Bwaka was living in the swamp.
No, not even that swamp. Not that swamp. They said they are sons of pig.
I know, that was I'm just trying to make it nice for them. I'm trying to make it nice.
Yeah, man.
You see, they can manage a own salary for 42 years. Then people say they may not see that reason why he's living in the swamp. You understand? Even some of us that work in the private sector in the US, we pay decent
house. Is just becoming funny.
Close to Bwaka house. And they can take it like, Fanate that the son of man will be president for Liberia. It's kind of shameful. So these young people gravitate into this man. Thank you, Sebu.
All right, my man. Thank you. So yeah, we'll take this call and then we'll go to Steve. Call up 267 number, last 4 DJ 2323. What is your name and where are you calling from?
This is application. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let me just tell you. If you calling to go to, if anybody calling to cost me, to cost Steve, please just do this for me. Just announce yourself. I'm a proud son. I'm a proud son of my swan. Then you can cost me all you want. I take it. I don't care how you cost me. So long as you identify yourself as son of my swan, I'm good. So go ahead. Okay.
This morning when I got on social media, actually it started yesterday though. You know, I saw the banner. I thought somebody, created that. So I saw that together the party. But what surprises me was when I saw officials of UP, claiming that they are from Sonoma Swamp, and not only that, I saw a lorry in a picture on social media carrying a banner. The big poster. I'm like, so what is that going on? It's the Trump now. You call us all pig just because you don't want to be.
And what I know, if you walk in that studio, in that voting booth, you vote for General Bwaka. Yeah, son of a swan.
So I
So those are the ones who go for the last one. Now, human being don't go for human being.
It's all because they do not want to be transparent.
I am amazing. Look at one laugh now. He leaving the camera because they laughing coming here. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you. So, Steve, we'll go back to you, and then from there,
yeah. Cyrus calling, President Monk from Minneapolis.
Yeah, Cyrus, go ahead, man. What's up?
Hey, I just want to throw light. You see, like I keep telling you folks, we got a few days to the election, few weeks, and when we keep on this kind of a topic, I believe they only play to these guys' advantage because I keep saying it all the time. Or Joseph Walker or George Weah wouldn't want to debate on critical issue that voters will be looking up to. So all these Sonoma Swan, all these things, I just see it for me, it gets more of a distraction. You got a lot of people that listen to the show on radio, on the internet. You got thousands of people watching you. So every minute we spend with these ungrateful Sonoma Swan, I just think it's a disservice to people that want better in that country. That's why they told you from day one that they were going to campaign instead of Joseph Walker. The people know the man's health condition. They know he does. Let me tell you something, Chairman. You have to call me less than 48 hours. He said he beat up. And I guess Grable said one of the smallest counties. The deplorable road condition, the kind of extra pressure. And you talking about Joseph Walker is able to crisscross Liberia in the rainy season to go and campaign. It won't happen. That's why they told you from day one that he's going to be home and they would be the one doing the campaigning for him. Like I said, these people have an entitlement mindset in their mind that Georgia is so bad that Walker could literally sit home and still beat up Georgia. That's why they want to make the voter to believe, which is a lie. It's not going to happen. But like I said, we need to elevate the debate a little bit because the time is fast spent. They got people that listen to SKTV. They believe in your credibility. They believe in your own bias analysis. So I think every minute or every second we spend talking about ungrateful Sonoma Swan, I just believe we take away from the real voters that are looking for solutions that needed to be real rescue because they got a fake rescue and the real rescue. They got people in that country for the past decade haven't seen anything better. And they really in search of somebody. Like Sekou said, there was a reason the people sat home in 2017. I told you 4 out of every 10 voter unprecedented because they never wanted the two options that made it into round number 2. And they will be willing to come up. They just need somebody to energize them, to give them a reason to come out and vote. So this whole idea that Joseph Walker can just sit home and his numbers are just storing the vote, that he can just come and plug at will, it's not going to happen. But anyway, thanks for the time. I just want to make this point.
Thank you, bro.
All
right. So before we go to Lofa, we're going to take the last caller here, and then Lofa will come in. But before, let me just respond to my friend and brother Cyrus. It is not our job to come and talk for the opposition. We are in the media. We speak on the issue of the day. What a trending issue, whatever people are talking about in Liberia, that's what we will give our opinion on. We will encourage people to, that's what we have said. Discuss the issue. Tell the Liberian people what you have in store for them. Tell the Liberian people your policy prescriptions. Tell the Liberian people what your candidate is capable of doing for the Liberian people. Do you know how many times we encourage, we invite candidates to come in their surrogate? In the long time, whatever people are talking about in the country, that's what we will talk about. When they come here, we will give them the time, the platform to discuss the issue they want to discuss. Our job, we have told the Liberian people, Lofa, myself, and other platforms, we've told the Liberian people what is good for them, what you should look for in a candidate, and they're living in it. And other group of people come and tell them that they are a bunch of sons of pig. It's very important to talk about because it means that those people who are telling you who they are, you should believe them. Do you expect anything good from them? Do you expect anything good out of them? If they have something good, believe me, they will have what? They will have ignored that attack from them, from Costa, and focus on who they really are, and focus on the real issue, on their policy, what they got for Liberian people. But they're not doing that. They're going around creating a banner, going around that we are proud son of a swan, insulting your own mother, calling your mother a pig. Then we should just sweep that on the carpet. I will not do that. We will call them Sonoma Swan as long as they call themselves Sonoma Swan. Let me go to the last caller. Go to Lofa. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 612 number.
I'm A.B. Brown. So, simple. Let me tell you.
If you're going to cost me, you got to tell me before you send my swan. If you're not going to cost me there, I'll let you talk.
These people first, that's the right name. They are son of my swan.
Okay.
Right? They deserve that. You guys deserve to call them down. Everybody in a group deserve to call them down. In the first place, you going against me, I'm going against you. You want our come on radio and praise you?
Yeah, praise you. When you finish for say son of my swan, I'm going to praise you.
No, I don't want any people. We are going to election. You want something that I want. Then you tell me, say, I'm going to come on radio, then I should do against you. Listen, ANC should bring everything they got in their bag.
CPP.
Anybody. You know what? When it goes to the summer bar, that one, they will fuck it. When we reach that line, they will it. But right now, everybody wants everything everybody wants. You want the president to say, I want it. Then you tell me, say, I'm going to sit down there, so I'm going to talk against you. That's nonsense. And besides, that's not my responsibility. They cannot refute that word. Let people in that word. They are.
And then people that are going to be voting for that person will regret. They'll say, you know what, I can't go vote for a bunch of people. Because when you're voting for that person, they're going to call you son of my son too. Yeah, you're going to be afraid to go vote for them. They're going to say, no, they put in the son of my son. I can't go vote for a bunch of people. They say, no, they like it. They say they want it. They say that who they are. All right, my brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know where Lova will be on the talk because the way man laughing. Lova, my man, back to you. What's going on, man?
Don't call my uncle's son of a swine, please.
Oh, which one are your uncle? The Babe?
I'm not no. One of my uncles. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say his name on here, but one of my uncles actually he made that post on his wall, and I went there. I was literally upset with it, and I even called him in his box. I told him, I said, you better not ever refer to yourself as son of, and I also referenced the Bible. I said, you know what that, what that insinuates, right? Like I called him in the back. We had a lengthy conversation. I said, let other people refer to themselves as what they are referencing, not you of all people. You're an eloquent person. Part of the reason why we are here in the first place is because these kind of mentality where people will say to themselves, you kill my mom, you kill my father, I will still vote for you. And those of you who claim to have been educated people, you were upset that people would make such a statement and then still plunge the country into where we found ourselves. All right. People also reference you being educated or not educated, I will still vote for you. You see where we are today. The fact that you will even acknowledge, accept, and then publicly announce such a title for yourself, label yourself as such. I said, I disagree with that. I don't want that to happen again. And he acknowledged, he said, you know what? Yeah, that's what people were saying, but I agree with you that it's not the right thing. Now, going forward, what I can say to you is, and I apologize, folks, I just jumped right into the conversation. Let me acknowledge your audience. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? But Stickle, you had me laughing so bad. I couldn't help it to just get to the conversation because especially when you said it don't want to be son of a swine. I will call them that. But truly speaking, though, what I really wanted to speak to is the level of disrespect from the part of the Unity Party and some members of the Liberty Party that have joined the Unity Party to now canvass for the presidency. The fact that Honorable Boy Kai will even consider not attending, all right, in an interview because the campaign season is a form of interview. When you submit your job application, all right, anywhere in the world, when you decide to run for the presidency, that is your submission of the application. But when you select and purposely announce to the public that you will not campaign, that is you telling the public that you will not participate in the interview process. The interview process, like any regular job, when you submit your application, you're invited to actually sell yourself as a candidate, all right, to the interview panel so that they can make that rational decision. Now, when the Unity Party, who claim to be sophisticated and understanding of governance, tell the people that we would not attend the interview, you and I know, Sekou, anywhere in the world, you would not even be considered, okay, for that job. Because if you refuse to attend the interview, you're telling the people, hey, my time is too important. That's like, let me use this scenario. Sekou, you submit your job application. All right. You submit your resume and say, hey, I like this job. I want you to consider me for this job. I have 25 or 30 years experience in this area, in mass communication. Let's just use it, mass communication media. You tell the people, okay, I have it. And based on my experience, I think I can serve as a manager because I have business experience. I have mass communication experience. And I think I can effectively run this radio station because my business mind and my experience as mass communicator, I think I can be more effective at it. You submit your resume. They see that you have, yes, 20 some more years experience. And then you are invited for an interview. You tell the people, say, why should I waste my time to even sit? I'm telling you, I have 30 years of experience. Then you invited me for interview. That is an insult. In your response, you're telling the panel that you're not supposed to be invited for an interview. This is what the Unity Party folks are telling the rest of us as Liberians. We are asking them, come on the campaign trail, tell us what you have and cover for us. What can you sell to us? What is it that we are hiring you for? What asset do you have? How can we consider you as an asset? And then you look at us and say, it's not worth your time because we are so much in dire need of a leader. So we should not have to inquire from you as a potential president, president. I think that is one of the most insulting things as compared to even referring to themselves as swines or sons of swines. I don't think that is insulting as compared to the insult that they are actually waging upon Liberians. That is, and that's the reason why I said, I know you guys are a little bit concerned about the people themselves who chose to refer to themselves as sons of swines, but that is on them, though. My concern here is the level of disrespect, the level of entitlement, the level of disgruntled attitude that have been exhibited over time, and they continue to do these things. I think we should be concerned about that. We should be more concerned and educate our people on the fact that the refusal on the part of Honorable Boykai to take to the campaign trail from every length and breadth of Liberia to make his case should remind of us of what George Weah did. George Weah did not attend any kind of interview as compared to what all of the other candidates did. George Weah refused to discuss the issue, and we see what he's presenting today. And this is exactly what the Unity Party is replicating. They are trying to dwell on the in quotation popularity of Honorable Boykai and claiming that, you know what, we don't have to answer the tough questions as compared to other candidates. You see, the Alexander Cummings, the Clarence Moneybar, the Tewa, and other people are making the case. They are telling you the 6 years of President Weah presidency did not in any way, shape, or form serve the people of Liberia. And that was based on the failed governance of Madam Sharif and Honorable Boykai. They're telling you, give us the opportunity. Let's move Liberia forward. The future is now. And guess what you're telling us? I'm not coming to sit in for an interview because I sat with Madam Sharif, even though this is the same individual who told us, all right, that due to his inability to perform adequately, Madam Sharif purposely put him in the back, okay? The decision to have been put in the back wasn't based on any kind of personal disagreement because of his inability to provide the needed support. And that's the reason Madam Shirley put him in the back, because up until today's date, one will ask me, how am I coming up with this conclusion? We are yet to hear Honorable Boycott announce to the public why he claimed he was used as a parked vehicle, why he claimed they squander opportunities, and elaborate on the squandering of the opportunity that he spoke to. He's yet to talk about that. But this is the same individual who told you and I, Brother Sekou, that look, we as people, we had a great working relationship with Madam Shirley. Honorable Boycott, in one of his interviews, said, Honorable Boycott, was one of the first persons to sit in for meeting, and I was the last. And I was always, consent. I had to literally consent to every decisions that were made. Okay, so if you have such a great working relationship, and then on the day of an election campaign trail, you come up and say you squander opportunity, I think Liberians should be cognizant of the fact that these guys are simply playing around. Finally, let me say this to you. We all know what it means to make a former rich man rich again. If you think it's a joke, look at President George Weah. And I'm giving you all of these examples, not simply because I feel like I'm out here to campaign for any political party or any institution, but I think we need to take note of all of these things, right? President Weah, the former rich soccer player, you gave him the presidency. You see how he's living today, luxuriously, living large, don't care about your feelings, and it's not what he's more concerned about. He's all concerned about his popularity, the fame, the luxury of having to walk around and people acknowledge him. People are chanting his name, putting his name in songs, and he's making his own songs. Nobody questions what he does, and all of these things. These are the things that these guys are doing. They folks that are running around and accepting to be considered swines, sons of swines, daughters of swines, tells you how eager, how much they are so in dire need to come to the presidency, but they cannot tell you how they would transform Liberia. We need to be afraid, we need to be concerned, and we need to be cautious of the fact that George Weah, like everybody else, other president, did something far different, and we see where we are today. If we think it's a joke, we need to rethink what we are doing today. One of the boycott decision to stay away from the campaign trail tells us that he's no different from a George Weah, and probably will be no different from a George Weah presidency. You know why? Because he never spoke out when he was needed. He did not disagree when he was needed. As a matter of fact, Honorable Boycott told us as Liberians that we are just a bunch of talking toms. We talk all the time. We have nothing else to say, because he did not want to speak against the government, because he had nothing to say. He had no proven track record of actually advocating for the people. I hear people all the time say, every time you guys are discussing, you discuss Honorable Boycott. You know why? Part of the responsibility of any media institution is to highlight these information so that the public can make rational decisions. If I see people who are purposely disrespecting the population, it is upon myself, Lofa Julius, it's upon SKTV, Sekou Khan, and Moses, and other people to highlight this kind of behaviors and let the people make the rational judgment that is in the best interest of Liberia. So if you claim that is some form of campaign for Honorable Boycott because he's being disrespectful to the people, then so be it. But at least I would feel like I have done due diligence. I have done my part. I've highlighted the disrespect and the reason why Liberians should not consider Honorable Boycott presidency or that of George Weah presidency. I think we have a lot of other options out there that we can utilize to the best of our ability as compared to accepting this level of disrespect. Thank you, Sekou, again. And please do not call my uncle son of a swine. I'm begging you. It wasn't done purposely.
You're not going anywhere. You're going to sit right here and listen to me call your uncle there son of a swine. Because that they call themselves that. But look back to the point you were just making. You made a very, very good point. You know, if you follow my page, personal page, I asked whether this or not this should allow Ambassador Joseph Nyima Boakai to take around from platform to platform to have an interview to tell the Liberian people what he is capable of doing, to defend his record, to tell the Liberian people why is it that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf that he served for 12 years have served as a character witness for Joseph Nyima Boakai. And I said this. I agree. You will say, okay, I don't want to come on SKTV. I don't want to go to across Africa. I don't want to go to, closing argument. But at least let him go to Spoon Talk that he's comfortable with.
Right.
Allow people to ask relevant questions. Allow the people, Liberian people, to call in directly and ask Joseph Nyima Boakai questions. Is that too hard? Is that too much to ask for?
And again, Sekou, that speaks to what I'm talking about, though, the level of disrespect that these people believe that they can exhibit and still be considered to serve in higher positions in our country. And I think it's about time that we as media personalities and other, the personalities in our country start to highlight these things. I'm not concerned about individuals who wants to be disrespected and reference themselves as sons and daughters of swines. That's on them. But what I'm concerned about is, guess what? You cannot and you should not be considered for that position. The highest position in the country is El Asiku. This is not a joke. You saw what George Weah did. George Weah ignored every opportunity to address the press. Guess what we get today? You can see for yourself. The people are regretting every ounce of the decision they made. Should we also replicate that? Should this be repeated? No, we should not give it any chance. If they claim Yombli Kanga wants to be the, in quotation, rescue mother, she is not to be making the case for Honorable Boycott. Guess why? Because Yombli, after so many years of serving as a senator, there is no proven track record, just like Honorable Boycott have no record of his ability to be innovative. After 12 years of serving as a vice president, who claimed he understands agriculture, you will think that Honorable Boycott will probably have had a farm where he's hiring young farmers who are coming into agriculture. You would think that Honorable Boycott today will have a farm where young students are serving as interns to understand that you don't have to be that finance minister before you can become wealthy. Some of the wealthiest people in the United States of America are farmers. Honorable Boycott has shown nothing of such. You would think that Honorable Boycott will highlight some of the mechanisms that were put into place to actually help our agriculture sector based on his understanding of agriculture. We are yet to find anything of such. These are the things that we need to, and these are the things that they're running away from. They don't want to have these conversations. They don't want to be held accountable for their failure after failures. So what it would do, they would distract us from the reality and pretend as though we are siding with a specific political institution. That is not the case. Our responsibility is to bring the message to the people, and our responsibility is to highlight the truth. The truth here is Honorable Boycott is not prepared. He's not ready. He has shown not to be competent, and he cannot get the job done. Let us look at other candidates who are ready, available on the day of inauguration to start running and getting the job done for us, and as compared to giving him sympathetic vote. He's seeking the sympathetic vote. We would not give it to him. The people of Liberia should not give it to him, because their kids, the future of the kids matters, and not of the sympathy because of either tribal lines or anything of that nature.
Thank you so much, Lofa. And this is why many Liberians, I can safely say majority of Liberians, are saying anybody else but Joseph Nyima Boakai or the Unity Party. Because Unity Party is yet to give reasons or any reason why Boakai should be elected. Boakai himself does not want to avail himself to confront the Liberian people, to answer their questions, to speak to their curiosity, to say, you know what? We like you, Omer, but I mean, what about this? What are you bringing to the table? Okay, you have all these ideas. Why is it that you never use it in 12 years? Did you give those ideas to Ellen? She refused? That back can be able
Right.
to say.
Exactly.
But he's running away from answering questions to 11 people. And his people are there. Anything you say, we agree. Every election cycle, you see some stupid talk. I can be ashamed of myself. Every election cycle, and then now you get my mama, you get my pa, you'll be you know bo, you don't know bo. Now the other one, but the reason why this one is not going to go anywhere, this is the worst of all. You see human being, grown-ups. Some of them call themselves pastor. And they say the man who's the chairman for the party is a pastor, reverend, whatever he is. You agree now. They put in the picture of your political leader, standard bearer, picture on the banner, calling themselves proud son of a swamp. Proud son of a swamp. That is telling. But anyway, we'll be here for 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Before, if you would allow me to, Brother Sekou Kane, let me just, unfortunately, this is not why I came on here today to contribute to the conversation. It's just that what you guys were discussing was very important, but somebody just commented on here, made a question. Siddiqui asked me as to whether, and I'm not going to state the name of the individual because I don't feel like they need to be given neither relevant. If you allow me, please, I want to address something that Siddiqui is asking about. And this is why I think sometimes it's important that these things happen. Over the past few months, I have been attacked, all right, vigorously by an individual who felt like he could demean me in a way by lying on my person, claiming that I have prayed for Honorable Boykai's death. This is a man who referred to me continuously that I have no cultural.
Is that okay? Hear you?
No, I'm good about it. We just lost Lofa.
So I know just before Lofa comes back, let me say this to all of us. Melbourne, I will send it to you. Melbourne sent me a screenshot where he has been threatening in Liberia.
Lofa,
yeah, Lofa, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I apologize. I got a call that came through. So this is an individual who insulted me, claiming that I have no cultural connection. I'm confused. Okay, as a middle-aged man, because I simply chose not to support the candidacy of Honorable Boykai. This man have been going around literally tagging me in posts that have nothing to do with me. And the last post he tagged me in was a post made by Thomas Awaji. Thomas had a post made with seditions carrying coffins, all right? And he said, why should we have to resort to this? Now, this individual came under the post and said, Lofa Julius and other ANC members should be tagged on the post because we are the one praying for the death of Honorable Boykai. I thought that in itself was just enough because I have had enough with him. Every time a post was made with me, I would simply untag myself and get out of it. To the extent where a month ago, I appeared on Joy TV and I referred to Zanzan Kawa as one of the most corrupt, elders in the land. This man made an entire post about me, only for me to find out he has some lineage to Sierra Leone. All right. He told me, he's from Sierra Leone and his relationship to Honorable Boykai is why he defends Honorable Boykai. So when he tagged me in the post that was made by Thomas Awaji, I knew there and then why he behaved like that. And I made a statement. I said, no wonder why you are like this or you are the way you are. Okay. The post is still there. I said, no wonder why you are the way you are. It is because of your Sierra Leonean lineage. Your ties to Sierra Leone for which you are so divisive. This guy is so divisive. He is so full of trouble. Every time you're discussing an issue, he is condescending, claiming that some of us, we did not grow up in Liberia, or we did not go to the Sandy or Poro society, so we don't know anything. And so I said, this is why, because the typical Liberians, we don't behave like this. I say, this is why you are the way you are. He chose to select a part of that. And I decided I wasn't going to even address this. As a matter of fact, he made thousands of posts tagging me in it. And finally, yesterday, I simply just blocked him because I didn't want to deal with it. I have a bigger picture. I have a bigger fight to address than it. What he did was he then selected a portion of my statement, claiming that I said or I was bullying him based on his disability, something that I don't even know. I had no idea whether this individual is disabled, whether he is disabled or not. I still don't even know whether it is true that this individual is disabled, right? So he went out there and made an entire post that he was a victim of some illness, and because of that, I was bullying him simply because I said, this is why you are the way you are, because of your Sierra Leonean lineage. Your tie to Sierra Leone makes you think that you need to support Honorable Boykai. And I told him this. So he took that part of it and said, I was bullying him, or I'm bullying him for the fact that he has some form of disability. So what I did was I took that screenshot and I sent it to my little sister, Samirka. I said, Simi, tell me if you see anything in here that appeared to have been a form of bullying. If you think that my statement was a form of bullying, I will call this individual personally and apologize. She said, I don't see anything here that is a form of bullying for any form of disability. I didn't stop there. I went to Dakwana, all right, a young man who had been bullied several times by other Liberians, and I stood in his defense, just like I would defend my little sister, Simi. I asked him, read that post or that statement that was made. Tell me whether there is anything in there that appeared to be a word of bullying. He said, no, I don't see that. Even though he had made a statement disagreeing with my position, he then came back and said, you know what? I'm sorry, Big Brother Lofa. I didn't see it that way. You did not say anything. I said, okay. Finally, he actually made a post. My uncle, who I mentioned earlier, who referred to himself as son of a swine, reached out to me. We spoke about it. This individual told my uncle that I said in the statement I wrote, the way he walks. When my uncle read the statement that I made, it had nothing to do with the way he walks. So I said, you know, people will continuously do things because they want to play the victim. You continuously call me everything you wanted to. I responded once, and you took a line of it. You're running around with it now. Liberians in their right mind are buying into this nonsense and believing that I'm supposed to go and respond to him. I'm supposed to address his concern. That nonsense is not going to happen. And I remain committed to my statement. I have no regrets. This individual is the way he is because of his tie, his Sierra Leonean tie. Liberians, we don't play that nonsense. We are not divisive. And I will say this again. You as an individual, you are the way you are because of your tie to Sierra Leone and because you feel like you need to defend Honorable Boykai, so you will say and do anything to demean other people. And I remain committed to that statement. I have no regrets for making that statement. If you think it had to do with you as a person, your disability, which I had no idea whether you were disabled or not, I will say this to you again. If you know that is the case, do not come at other people in the way you feel like that's what you want to say. And I'm done with that. I'm not going to address this on any other platform because you were seeking my attention. And that's why I purposely chose not to mention you by name. I would not address you or any of your posts. And I will continue to say this to you. You are the way you are because of your ties. You're tied to Sierra Leone. You're not a Liberian. You got our Liberian passport. We bless you with a passport, and you think you can come here and spew divisive rhetoric among us. That's why you are the way you are, where your abuse of political rhetoric or agenda spews. I'm not with that. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Sekou, for allowing me to address this, brother. And to you who asked the question, Siddiqui Koma, I hope I have addressed your concern, and I'm not addressing any other person's concern anymore about this. And I mean what I said. He is very divisive. He's the way he is because he feels like they could come from Sierra Leone and dictate with us how we run our day-to-day activities. Thank you.
Thank you, Mufa. Well,
Steve, you want me to address a few things real quick?
Yes, please. Go ahead, Mr. Connor, please.
First of all, to Lofa, our brother, let me tell you this. In the past, you and I step on each other's toe. We disagree. It was about the same Liberia. You know why we step on each other? Because we all care. We may see things from different direction, different angle. But at the end of the day, we all mean well for Liberia. I never agree with you on everything. You never agree with me with everything on everything. But I do mine with respect. I know you do it with some respect. But I can tell you, there are people that no matter what they say about you, how they say it or where they say it, do not respond to them. I posted something on my page the other day. If you are going somewhere, very important. If you want to stop and throw stone at every dog that's going to bark at you, you're not going to reach. Do not pay attention to everybody that will attack you for your stand. They will continue to do it. They will lie on you. They will insult you. They will insult your mind. They will insult your path just to get your attention. When you give it to them, then they have won it. Don't even listen to them. Don't pay attention to them. Don't let them distract you. Remember, you don't know how many calls, how many insults, how many attacks, how many lies people put on me on a daily basis. I don't care.
Sekou, the reason why I even thought to respond to this brother who asked that question is because this individual had been portraying the idea that I'm bullying him, okay? And I'm bullying him because of one step.
Anything. You will do anything and say everything to distract you just to get your attention, but ignore it. Just focus and do whatever you do. People respect you for what you do. Secondly, those of you who are threatening Melbourne, who got a message, threatening me, threatening Melbourne, they even writing Melbourne, Sekou and Steve not going to come here to defend you, blah, blah, blah. Melbourne is not saying anything. Melbourne is just over there just to take phone calls for SKTV. As a matter of fact, SKTV is not Truth FM. Truth FM is an institution working with us. We are saying what we are saying. And guess what? We're going to be in Liberia. You can't do a jag. That thread, that empty thread, that for nothing thread. Then one woman can born crazy child, will go to that Liberia there. You try it. You try anything. Bamboo will devour cola. Yo, you don't know what you don't know. Our in Labrador throughout, my man. Let me tell you. Doing chat that time, they say, oh, you know, you Madingo, you Muslim, blah, blah, blah. Our in Labrador throughout. I was there until Chatela left. So all that nonsense what you're doing. Come on, if I'm gonna be in Labrador, I told you, but now I will be dead or be in jail. That nonsense what you're doing, it can't work with me. I'm not afraid. I'm not just anybody. So don't threaten the labor, don't threaten Melbourne. Melbourne, you can't do a chat to Melbourne. We're going to go to Liberia. This election, I will be in Monrovia. I will go to Nimba County. I will go to Lofa. I will go everywhere. Try it. You will see whom I will crack.
Well, so, Mr. Khaled,
you don't have to threaten Melbourne. There was a young man who is there, and the man has his right to say whatever he wants to say. You don't take part with the person that threatened him. I got his name, I got all information. You know, just be careful, otherwise you hear from us.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. I think we have had a good time here today. The only thing I can say is, like I've always said, They can't do nothing. They
say
can't do nothing.
Nothing.
They can't. The United Party people. Let me tell you today. CDC has all the government security connections or whatever it is. You can call them out. They threaten us. They can't do nothing. That y'all who stay begging for breadcrumbs, even the one that y'all get in America here, they joke on them. They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing.
I think you got
who can be joking away all the time where he mean in New York passing around that joker. He can't do nothing. In fact, starting off, they said, I will never ever the scene where I treat Papi Flomo or whoever need I know that man or that woman. I would never ever, unless I go on the land to call and take your call, I will never take a call from you. I will not take a call from you. Go to your Salomon Swan camp where you got a bunch of pigs and you're misbehaving there. If you call and say, man, that foolishness that you're passing around where you're threatening people, you're doing it wrong. Me, I live in Arizona. I can go anywhere in any part of America. I don't look for no security. You can't do nothing. None of you can do anything. So you'll be keeping out your threat and somewhere else. You carry else. So we are in politics.
We're not in threat, but you know, I just tell you
political leaders will call on Joseph Yuma Bwaga, who is a bona fide and a certified crook. He has done nothing for his own life. He can do nothing for nobody. That Sekou can make it. That Sekou can be telling me to slow down. Who is Joseph Bwaga? What he not do to benefit people? That old crook. Joseph Bwaga, you gain chance. You will even crook someone who follow him, your man, your party, he will crook them. Let me tell you today, if you don't know, Joseph Bwaga crook your man and your party. Let me tell you today, you don't know that old deceptive crook.
We agree.
I can talk to. I can talk to you. I can let it. I also as will be worried about. Again, I will call the president of the Republic of Liberia, John Weah. If I can call John Weah or crook that Joseph Bwaga who's still living on loan. Joseph Bwaga, that y'all will be president. Me, I don't want 100 years from now, the day I decide I want to run for office in Liberia, I will stick with what I say about Joseph Bwaga. Because it hasn't changed. And Joseph Bwaga, he bring that thing, he can't benefit nobody. Somebody can benefit and say, what he? Adamis will be afraid to say, oh, I will not call Joseph Bwaga or I will not say it away or you insulting the old man. If you say I'm insulting Joseph Bwaga, I don't have a problem with that. I don't. Some of you are hypocritical to the point where you support other people that cost women, cost other people money, cost other people power. You are sending them money, you are under there. From the say Joseph Bwaga that crook. So that means I'm not traditional man or I'm not leather, I'm not respectful. I don't want to be traditional man. What play your traditional care yourself? What the tradition they carry the poor society, what they do for you? What they do for you? What you do with your life? You're passing around supporting a bunch of crooks. You support Joseph Bwaga who is a crook. And then I say, oh, pass around and say, I be on the same line with. If I can call the president of the Republic of Liberia crook, who? Joe Boy, who passing around collecting small money in the undercover from people that are crook. He collected money, yeah. But they can't win the campaign time. All your story they will come. Oh, Joseph Bwaga collected money. Yeah, I live in Arizona. Joseph Bwaga collected money from Point, Arizona, yeah. He's so crook. He's not serious. He's not serious for his life. Because at his age, he's all in retirement. He's all go sit down somewhere and be doing something with life better. He's not serious for retirement. That me and your own a stupid thing where you're on. Stupid train with stupid people there. I look like a stupid man. I'm saying it. I'm sending public service announcement to y'all. Anyone of you from United Party, I challenge y'all, starting from the Joseph Bwaga man. You carry that foolishness somewhere, that you're vain foolish threats. You carry somewhere, you can do nothing. Physically, spiritually, you can do nothing. Let me tell you today. You can do nothing. You carry that foolishness somewhere else. You don't know who you can do that thing though. I can travel out of state. The player can be having your event. I will go there. You can do nothing. You will not be able to do anything.
Steve, don't buy into these. Again, like Stickle,
you support a loser who not benefit himself. You support a loser who never benefited himself. Somebody who passing around with Costa. Passing around holding plastic baby and Costa. Passing around with Costa that I want so they're serious. I want to be president. They're not serious for life. You're serious for life.
Steve, let me You know, don't fall into the trap. Sekou made it just as simple as possible, bro. We can't fall for these low shenanigans because that's exactly what they want. That my story I just told in response to the brother question, Sidiki Koma question. I think these are some of the things they will actually purposely come at you or do things to play victim. In closing, bro, let me just say this to you. I think we have a bigger fight ahead of us, and I think our focus should be on having to erect the needed checkpoints so that our people can benefit from our presentations and our contribution. Looking at what we see today, the fact that the Unity Party and her supporters will purposely make the decision to insult the intelligence of Liberians, I think we should be concerned that Honorable Boycott, in his right mind, will decide not to take to the campaign trails and think that he should still be elected based on sympathy, not based on what he believes he can present to the people of Liberia, not based on his records, all right? Because there isn't one. If you were to ask Liberians today, they initially disagreed that he served in government for 40 or more years. Today, they have agreed that yes, he served in government for 40 or more years. But when you ask of his footprint, they cannot in any way, shape, or form highlight how he have impacted the lives of Liberians, whether in the diaspora or back home, because it is not an individual's responsibility as a private citizen to go about doing these things. But when you have had the opportunity to serve in government, I think your contribution should be impactful, especially when you have served to the highest level, that is the vice presidency. You will think that today Liberians should be able to speak to Honorable Boycott's contribution. Instead, Honorable Boycott continuously run away from his responsibility and hide behind pretense that he was never given. He was never given the opportunity, right? Exactly, to say he was never given.
Lofa, let me tell you something.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something. Joseph Boycott. All I didn't want him to be talking. I challenged him to show me one memo where he went to a meeting and he made any kind of sound contribution. He wanted to talk about Joe. I challenged him. I challenge Joseph Boycott. He made any kind of sound recommendation. Or man, who tells you with all the money that he made in government? Let's forget about the corrupt money that he took. I hear the joke and passing around. Joseph Boycott is as corrupt as he can get. He can, as evidence by that, he even exposed his son. Joseph Boycott is not a serious man. Forget about the age, Benny. He's not a serious man. I'm saying it. He is not. 100 years. He is not a serious man. He can never be productive because you know what? He's slow. He is slow. You're supposed to be having all the BB connection in. Meet somebody like Xi Jinping from Japan, from China. Meet somebody like Barack Obama. Meet Nancy Pelosi. You can't then you in basement or Costa and playing pool. You slow. How you not maximize all the connect? To tell you slow. All the time you were with Ellen. Look, let me tell you something. He had the opportunity to have worked in higher places with BB people. The man can even maintain or establish a connection that I want to go say I'm going to support. Where we going? The man who tells you think they were talking about that thing was orchestrated by Costa them. But I want to say it's sweet for the Costa man himself. It was orchestrated for them to present Joseph Boycott as a poor man. Joseph Boycott is not a poor man. Joseph Boycott is just crooked by nature. He's not a poor man. He's a user and he can exploit people. He's not a. That's why I see all these jokers them passing behind. No wonder why he recruiting bunch of loser there around here as well, because all of them are crooks. Joseph Boycott slow. I am saying it today. He is slow. And I want a supporter them to come and say what they want to say. When they want, let them in anywhere. They can't do nothing. None of them. They male, they women. All of them are zero balance. They can't do nothing. I challenge anyone on the any day, anywhere, including the one who can go to the gym and go eat and they can do fine. They can't do fine. None of them can do anything. They know they can bring that foolishness around. Me and
you know what? Yeah, you know what, Steve? Right now, it appears to be your cool blood. You're cool blood. I'm about to leave you alone.
No, I just watching them picking them bouncing around on Facebook talking foolishness.
Steve, at times, right? You know, I can. Let me say this to you though. In as much as I would say this to you. Sometimes it is just good to respond to them this way. But I think after listening to what Sekou said, I think they are getting exactly what they want done. They want to distort the information, the message. All right. They feel like, hey, we can easily get Steve routed out if we are just to mention Honorable Boycott. If we mention him because of how irritating it is when you, as a rational person, think of his inability to take us from where we are, and because you, again, as a professional person who have served and lived in the Western world, know for a fact that Honorable Boycott, he doesn't have it. There is nowhere, there isn't an ounce of possibility that this man can transform Liberia, especially with the lies that is being told around. Honorable Boycott, you would need 12 consecutive years to even put us on the right trajectory. So why waste our time giving you 6 years? And then you have to transition when, of course, the 6 years will only be probably the period, right? No, I'm just hypothetically, I'm speaking hypothetically. If consider, all right?
Even hypothetical said we can't even agree for Salama Swanen to take over. It's not possible.
Okay, I agree, Steve. Let me go cook my cassava leaves.
They had a meeting, Lofa. They had a meeting.
Yeah.
They had a meeting.
Okay.
On my page, and I said Joseph Boakai was not part of the meeting. Don't begin there who looking for job passing around making noise. Joseph Boakai was not part of the meeting. Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai.
Right.
Has done nothing to benefit Labrador. He will do nothing to benefit Labrador. He will not be president. It's a waste of time, waste of resources, wasting your time behind people who openly call themselves pigs. The only thing I sent to them is the open challenge. They can do nothing. They will never be able to do anything unless Sekou said, we are going Liberia for your announcement. You all put your general then together. You all put your days together. Labrador for all in the bone all in Liberia. Me, they bomb me in Labrador, they bomb me in different country. My neighbor screen Labrador. So what they have to be afraid of? They can't do nothing. Lofa, the only thing I'm saying is this. If you choose to support a loser, you are a loser by nature. Boakai is a loser. He can't benefit nobody. He can't benefit nobody. I don't want to say it. Y'all won't be president, y'all won't be politically correct. Me, I don't want to be politically correct. I can call it as it is. If you think I'm a loser, call me a loser. I don't have a problem here. Wherever I'm a loser, I will accept it. But I'm saying, I'm not talking to your picking there. I'm talking to your who you support, who you're promoting. That he are talking to. Joseph Human Boakai, I could care less about your age. If your age does not amount to the thing what you do to benefit humanity, you zero that waste of time. Forget about that normal thing, man. We not see old people, we not see crook grow old. So Joseph Boakai, there's a crook that grew old. I don't worry about that other one. Can't call, be talking funny thing, be threatening people. If you see the message that they're sending to Melbourne, you will be scared. You will be scared.
Wow.
You will be scared. That they want us to oppose fearing people. That they want us to oppose fearing people.
Wow.
Oppose fearing people. You know, they count on a fake name and all of that. Even if somebody was having a discussion, Lofa. The person is telling me, oh, Boakai, he's aware of, the technology or whatever it is. I said, first of all,
what technology?
That whole Facebook page that Mo Ali then controlling it, everything you see, even the picture that they can put it.
Even the Mo Ali himself, even the Mo Ali himself don't even understand what he's doing.
I say I challenge you to get touch screen food or Boakai. He does not know how to operate it. I don't blame him because he not acquainted to Tina. What the last time he updated himself? We're talking about innovation. We're in the 21st. How can people be in the 21st century and be getting somebody who way beyond there? How? Man,
Steve, I mean, again, thanks to you guys for allowing me to be a part of today's conversation. I just wanted to, contribute to this whole issue of us going back to 12 years ago or having to maintain what we have today and people accepting to have themselves labeled as sons and daughters of swines. I don't think those are the path that we should find ourselves on. I think we have better things to discuss, and let us discuss.
And your uncle need to go back on a page and write. I hear you talking about your uncle need to go back on a page and write that he's not son of a swan and apologize for accepting son of a swan. If not, I will call him son of a swan like your uncle, but I will call him a son of a swan. Next time you will put your life together. You think when you owe, you misbehave old like Isla? How your uncle will call his son of a swan? Your uncle.
But he got it from me. He got it from me. He heard what he needed to hear.
Uncle can't be picked. You can't be picked. If you pick, then you gotta go. I will disown you until you put your life together.
Anyway, Steve, guys, thanks for being on here, man. I appreciate the conversation. It was great. And always is great to be a part of these conversations because we are at a very critical moment. And to all of you that are following, pick up your phones, reach out to your family and friends back home, and be a part of the process. Do not wait to be a part of any political institutions before you feel like your impact can be felt. Without having to be a part of any political party, I can tell you for a fact, from a distance, that I have impacted and will continue to impact the decisions that are being made. I will influence a whole lot because I am doing it in the interest of Mama Liberia. I don't care whether you can say I'm an ANC, I'm a CDC, or I'm a CPP, whatever you call
you're
me.
not swan. Being with ANC or CPP, you're not swan. I need to say you swan, then you get problem.
No, I'm not a son of a swan. I'm not a son of a swan because I think I came from a very good home. I would not accept such. So those who want to accept that, well, it's on them to accept it, to run with it. But I'm not. I would not be one. And I think that Liberia deserves better. And I think we could do better if we just continue to focus on the message and continue to educate our people on the forward movement of Liberia. And I can say to you, though, Steve, while we are doing this, let's be cognizant of the fact that Unity 40 will come to support either the CPP or one of the other candidates at the second round. They will come to set up. So let us not create animosity, bro. You would need them. You would need them in the second round. Let's accept them. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Like I said before, and I'll say again. Unity Party can't make nobody to win election. They can't make nobody to lose election.
But their votes are important, though. Their votes are important.
Let me learn the point I want to make, bro. Okay. United Party can't make nobody win election. They can't make nobody lose election. Here is the truth of the matter. If CPP thinks United Party will kind of support them when they go to the second round, CPP got to be daydreaming. There is nothing you will say to convince United Party people, especially the son of swans, like your uncle, to vote for Cummins or to vote for Tiawan Gonglo. They are swans, they are pigs. So start wasting your time on them.
Steve, how you look at the man, tell the man uncle and swan?
Yeah, because your uncle agreed to be son of a swan, so your uncle is part of the swan, the pigs.
So simple. You brought me here for seed for my family swan.
What do call a name?
Steve, let's leave it there for today.
Yeah.
I want to clarify the notion that people should walk on eggshells because United Party, you will need them later. You don't need them because they are pigs. They offer nothing. They will be in the dead. That in the dead, they belong. In the dead,
bye, guys. Bye, guys. I'm out of here.
Yeah, Steve, it's okay now. Let's leave it there for today.
Yeah, but folks, you're cool now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But Mr. Kane, what is going on? We continue from last night.
You come.
Yeah, because last night, we were big. We got to continue.
We good.
Okay, no problem. Folks, yeah, thank you for being on. Tomorrow we'll be there. United Party and CDC are dead bad parties. I don't want to say it. Thank you.
It's okay now. It's okay. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. It was nice being here. I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. Sometimes it can be hot. It can be salty. But, before I go, I want to recognize some people for contributing. I don't want to just leave. I always do that. Okay. Just want to make sure. I want to make sure that I can leave without. Okay. I think it's somebody. One person sent us $30. I want to say thank you. $40 actually. Yeah, $40. The person name, I don't know. It's Zell. It didn't say don't call my name. I can't call your name. Yeah. Habinka. The person sent us $40. That is the only contribution for today. We want to say thank you to all of you for continuously supporting SKTV. I know it was crazy. It was it was good. I love it. But let's just learn to tolerate each other. It was a good conversation. We appreciate everybody. And Habinka, we thank you. We appreciate your contribution. We appreciate all of you for being here for 3 hours, 15 minutes. I've never done this before. The most we have gone will be 3 hours. 3 hours, 15 minutes? That's a lot. Yeah. But I mean, are you there? Tomorrow now, we'll be here tomorrow.
Ite wuri da kaka abada ijo le majana jovenena abiyanga la entu shabu ijo la daita wasi you sise mi loboni you sise mi loboni ningo sise janyon juye dabiye ningo sise baden juye sise doye si c'est de jouer sosoleye atelon kaba ni wasi c'est si nyon jouer si c'est ay tenya daga wal bola ay benju yamuna ay tenya base so bola ay ben koni nyamuna ay tenya olande so bola ay benju yamuna nay baya jusa yana ay majana sembola Naibaya koma yamana intouchable se voilà. Ayaya korofolike majana kamunchaye. Aibaya jamfa chela intouchable kamungaila. Yo si c'est mi loboni. Sur ma das. Tu m'en fais, je ne te vois pas. Tu m'en fais pourquoi?